Thank you for those of you who are tuning in tonight for our live stream. I am Gabe Garcia. I am the instructor for Capitol High's KCHSTV. This is 100% student-ran broadcast, and we are really excited and happy to be able to be out here on these evenings cheering on our school, as well as providing you guys footage, free live stream content. We are sponsored, and tonight our biggest sponsor for Capitol High KCHS-TV is Select Printing. Without these guys, man, our kids, they help our kids out by providing awesome gear for the games and for promoting our program. So here's a little bit about Select Printing.
Hi, my name is Dan Goodale and I work with Select Printing. We have any of your custom apparel and screen printing needs. Select Printing is a proud sponsor of KCHS-TV and Capitol High School. We hope you enjoy this broadcast.
So tonight the Capitol Eagles are taking on the Borah Lions for Capitol High's homecoming game. Should be a good one. Hopefully Capitol will come out with a win tonight. That is always the goal when we come out to these games. It is also, today has been an awesome day over at Capitol High School. Not only is it game day, but it's also homecoming day. And on top of homecoming day, it is also a day in which we had our Make-A-Wish Assembly. And on the Make-A-Wish Assembly, our goal is trying to send a student to Florida for his Make-A-Wish. I'm sorry, Disneyland. So what we're going to do running for you guys right now is a little highlight about Wyatt, the kiddo that we are sending to Disneyland. Here's a little bit about Wyatt and about DECA's Make-A-Wish.
At Capitol, we have many unique programs, one of which is DECA.
DECA is an international association of marketing students, and here at Capitol we have the largest chapter in Idaho. We prepare emerging leaders for the professional world in the business field, and while we're here in high school, we like to do this by reaching out to the community with our community service projects.
The Make-A-Wish program is a nonprofit that grants wishes to kids ages 2.5 to 18 that are diagnosed with a life-threatening disease. As of 2017, the Make-A-Wish program has granted over 285,000 wishes. The program is based on recommendations, and anyone can recommend a child. Make-A-Wish started in the spring of 1980 when Officer Tommy Austin of the Arizona Police Department and his fellow officers recruited Chris Grecius, a 7-year-old boy with leukemia, to their crew.
I called Chris on Friday, and hello, very weak drawings, very weak. I said, Chris, how would you like to have a ride on a real police helicopter Monday morning? Instantaneous, that voice changed. Oh, Tom, you're joking, you're joking.
The story spread into Phoenix and inspired a group of DPS officers. They gathered with friends and family to start the first meeting of Make-A-Wish.
And I wish you could have seen the look on his face when I drove up. He knew it was real. A smile from ear to ear.
I got there and set up the motorcycle at our headquarters building just as the helicopter was coming in.
He was given a ride in a real Ranger helicopter. They landed at the Department of Public Safety. And there we went over to Colonel Schaefer's office.
He walks around, high fives everybody, introduces himself.
We stood him up on my desk, and I swore him in, handed him that certificate, and pinned the badge on his coat.
It was wonderful. Chris was such a proud little boy.
By the next spring, the group was able to raise $2,000 and grant their first official wish.
This is our 13th year of involving Make-A-Wish in our homecoming tradition. Each year, we attempt to raise more money than the previous year by selling stars that you guys have seen around the school, and by also participating in Miracle Minutes, which you guys will get to participate in today at the assembly as well as at the game tonight.
Since 2007, Capital High School's DECA program has worked with Make-A-Wish to adopt a child. It started with Karuna, followed by Shayla in 2008, Sadie in 2009, Nick in 2010, Andy in 2011, Erwin 2012, Isaiah in 2013, Abella 2014, Amber in 2015, Gray in 2016, Milo in 2017, Remy last year in 2018, and now made Capital's newest member, Wyatt.
What a great day it was at Capital High School today, having the Make-A-Wish Assembly. I hope that video, for those of you at home, kind of gives you a quick insight, a little bit about Make-A-Wish. Pretty cool and awesome program helping kids, you know, fight these diseases and make sure that they get their dreams and their Make-A-Wishes come true. So the awesome thing is Capital has been involved in this since I was in high school at Capital High School as a sophomore in 2007. Really awesome program. My students, I'm gonna brag on them a little bit. They do some amazing work putting these videos together. In fact, not only do we do live streams here, but we also do videos for the Boise School District. So next promo we're gonna show you right now, we're gonna show you video, a little bit about Boise School District's Kindness Campaign. Check out this video produced by KCHSTV of our district's Kindness Campaign.
Our district is built on 5 key values: respect, honesty, dignity, responsibility, and teamwork. Interestingly enough, the engine of kindness is what drives all of those values.
It doesn't hurt to reach out and just say hello. You never know if the stranger sitting next to you could become one of your best friends. So I challenge each of you. When you're faced with 2 options, whether to look away or say hello, be brave and say hello.
No special ability or talent to be kind. Everyone can do it. All you have to do is choose it.
I encourage all of you to start with hello. You won't regret making someone stay.
Boise! Boise! Big finish, guys. Third one. Boise! Thank you very much. It's been so great to have you here. Have a good rest of your day. And be kind. Thank you.
Pretty awesome stuff happening here in the Boise School District. That kindness campaign, I tell you what, guys, it is pretty awesome. So yeah, students had an awesome opportunity going out to Camel's Back Park this last week, and they got to meet our awesome mayor, Mayor Dave Beater, as well as a lot of hearing from a lot of other students from North, Washington. Those kids are amazing, I tell you what. So, a lot of cool things happening in the Boise School District. A lot of awesome things happening at Capitol High School. I tell you what, you guys, for those of you who are at home or in a different states, it is a beautiful night here at Donald Larson Park in Boise, Idaho. Temperatures reading at about 60 degrees, virtually no wind, and it looks like we are going to be playing under the lights as the evening continues on and it gets darker sooner. Got to be honest with you guys, this is my first official commentation on air. Hopefully it's okay. For tonight's commentating for the game, we are going to have Blaz Talaria and one of my old football coaches. He's an oldie, but he's a goodie, Jason Gordon. So they're going to be out here commentating for you, ladies and gentlemen, as we get rolling. I'm looking at the clock, and we have about 18 minutes left. We've got Borah and we've got Capital on the field right now as they are warming up for tonight's game. So it's going to be a very exciting evening. In the midst of the game, we are also going to have a Miracle Minute for Make-A-Wish sometime, I think in the half. Don't count me on that, hopefully. But around the halftime mark, we're going to have about a Miracle Minute for Wyatt and his Make-A-Wish. Hopefully to earn some more money for him. But in the meantime, guys, we are going to have the cameras live. They're just going to be down on the field. We're going to have audio muted for a little bit. We should be back on air here shortly. I know that Mr. Gordon has walked into the booth. He's got his mic tested and leveled out. We just need to wait for Mr. Talaria to come here, and we should be good to go. But that's it for me tonight, guys. I'm going to be up top working with the kids. We hope you enjoyed tonight's live stream. And as always, thank you so much for watching and promoting KCHS TV. Thank you, guys.
now let's give a warm welcome. We have our Golden Girls and the Borah dance team to perform for us.
Go ahead. I'm waving to you in the camera.
We've got the camera focused on the flash yet.
test. Test. Good evening, football fans, and welcome to the PL. The skills of our student athletes in an educational setting. Please give all athletes your positive support and encouragement. Bullying, taunting, derogatory remarks directed towards opponents and or officials are unacceptable. We ask that you or go on the field after the game. The Lions are coached by head coach Jason Burton. Capital enters tonight's game with a record of 3 wins and 2 losses. The Eagles counter the Beverly have talent. Now let's welcome to the field the Borah Lions.
Where my keys at? There's my
Now, ladies and gentlemen, please rise as the Capital High School Junior ROTC cadets present the national colors.
Sounds like you have a match with us.
What?
How about now? I'm only getting you on one channel. Good. How about now? I'm not getting you on one channel. Oh, wait. How about now? Nothing.
I feel like it's tilted again.
Only on one channel. Think so? I think it's fun. How about now?
Just follow the flag.
Better.
Black and Gold Marching Band under the direction of Mr. Casey Lindorfer. Thank you. Remain standing as the cadets leave the field.
How is the audio on Alex's camera? Fine, they're going to be talking and it's going to be quiet. So I'm going to adjust the same thing on Ahmed.
Thank you, ROTC.
They want to screw something up good.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Donna Larson Field. I'm Blaz Tulare with my partner, Jason Gordon. And we have been lucky this year with great football weather. And it is a beautiful night again for a classic. Not just a classic crosstown rivalry, but the rivalry. The rivalry between the Capital Eagles and the Borah Lions. This rivalry goes back all the way to 1965 when the Borah Lions were the big boys on the block, nationally ranked, thumping everybody in the West, and the new kids on the block, the Capital Eagles, came in and rocked the house. And since then, it's been on. And so this is a great night. I love this. Jason, I played for Capital. You played for Capital. This is that Borah rivalry that we're talking about. What's this game mean to you?
I'm telling you what, we were just reminiscing. It was 1 year ago that we actually had the opportunity to be in the stands with microphones on, with live feed to show our audience, and that game was Borah. And we had that opportunity to start things off, and it just seemed like it was destined that it was the game against Borah and the rivalry that we grew up against. I know that this thing goes back a long ways. You know that this thing goes back a long ways. And there's been a battle between Capital and Borah for an extremely long time. And as of recently, you know, that rivalry's kind of come back a little bit after some of the success that Capital's had since, you know, the early 2000s. So the implications of this game are huge. I am so excited. I'm getting fired up. I just got goosebumps thinking about this opportunity after the anthem. I always do after that anthem, during the anthem. And here we are. with looking like we're getting a coin flip. We're going to find out real quick who's going to get the ball first.
Well, it's been a rivalry as of late, but for the last 20 years, Capital has dominated not just Borah, but Boise, Timberline, and hell, I'll throw Bishop Kelly in there as well. But as of late, as of right now, the Borah Lions owned the grudge match last year. Capital got them during the regular season, and Borah Lions, led by Austin Bolt and Magnuson, upset the Capital Eagles in the playoffs. So right now, bragging rights belong to the Borah Lions, but the Capital Eagles are fired up and looking for revenge.
Absolutely. I tell you what, it's just kind of that bitter taste in your mouth. You think about how things ended last season, to lose that last game, but even to have it lose to Borah. This is a big opportunity for some of these underclassmen that are now coming into seniors. They don't want to walk away knowing that they lost to Borah.
Well, I know that the Borah Lions are again led by Austin Bolt. He's kind of a do-it-all for the Borah Lions, and he's a pleasure to watch. But the Capital Eagles have to have a game plan for him.
Yeah, I got some notes on this. As you've maybe heard in past broadcasts, I have an opportunity to kind of look at that's kind of.
Well, real quick, I'm going to interrupt here.
I'm sorry, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're looking out onto the field right now, Capital High with their 13th annual Make-A-Wish, we have been in conjunction with Make-A-Wish, and this is the 13th year we've done it, $45,000 raised to make sure that we could grant the wish of a kid for the Make-A-Wish Foundation. So right now at halfback for the Capital Eagles is Wyatt. Looks like here's the snap shotgun. Bonning catches it, takes it to Wyatt. Wyatt takes off up the middle.
Oh boy.
Break through the Borah Lions.
He's got a crease.
Little crease, and he's there.
Touchdown, Wyatt.
And there it is, touchdown. And that was Austin Bolt, and he ran by.
Oh.
Good for Capital, good for Borah.
It's good practice.
And that is great to see Wyatt out there with his wish this year. We're going to send him to Florida. He's going to go to that Disney World, SeaWorld, Gatorland, Legoland.
Hopefully everything.
Hopefully the whole thing.
We had an amazing assembly today at school, homecoming week at Capital, but also we put on a great Make-A-Wish assembly. You had the opportunity to kind of MC that, have an opportunity for Wyatt to get the support from the community and our staff and all the students at Capital High School. He's had a great day. It looks like he's having even more fun tonight at the football game.
Well, good for Wyatt. Well, he picked a great game to join us with. Like I said, let's get back to the game here. The Capital Eagles and the Borah Lions.
That's all right. I got a few minutes here. I just wanted to throw this out. I got to get back to some of my notes. This is the Austin Bolt show. He's played wide receiver the last few years, but now they got him at quarterback. They honestly just wanted to get the ball in his hands 60, 70, 80 times a game instead of getting triple teamed as a wide receiver. But even though he's quarterback, passing game is not their game. Expect a series of fly sweeps where he's got the option to give or he keeps it. So expect Austin Bolt to be carrying the ball quite a bit up the middle. So like any maybe triple option team where they're going to lull you to sleep, sometimes they can catch you off guard. So it's real simple. I think Capital's defense needs to stop the run. They got to stop Austin Bolt up the middle, stay disciplined in the secondary, hopefully that they don't get caught off guard with any big passing plays, no big plays.
Well, it looks like I'm guessing the Borah Lions won the toss and deferred to the second half. I've got no confirmation of that, but that's usually the guess.
They did, yeah.
So the Capital Eagles will be receiving in their gray uniforms with the gold hat. The Borah Lions will be kicking east to west. And here we go in another classic matchup. And the kick. It's going to come up short, about the 15. And there they go, looking for a seam, and he has one guy to beat, and he would have had the green, but the Borah Lions show some containment, and that is Owen Inman with the tackle. So the Capital Eagles will take over at about the 35-yard line.
I'm just excited we get the ball first here. We need to get a tempo. We need to get on these guys quick. I think that's just got to be kind of our MO. So here, let's see what Capital can do on this first series now to start off this game against Borah Capital 2019. Here we go.
Yeah, 2019 Borah Capital. The Gurkha sword is out. And here we go, a little fly sweep action around the outside. Borah Lions rush it, and it looks like only a gain of 2. Speaking of Austin Bolt, one of the things that they do is they put him at free safety back there as well. And I imagine just by having that sort of athlete, it does kind of take away from the OC thinking about going at it and challenging an athlete like that.
Well, he's got a unique role. I mean, he's just back there because he can just do whatever he wants to do. He's just a freelancer. You know, I never had an opportunity to coach up guys to just say, hey, be an athlete, go do what you got to do. We had a game plan, and if he didn't do it, you know, I was on his case. But when I watch him on film, his eyes are definitely in the backfield. You know, sometimes his first step is not backwards, as a free safety typically does. So this guy can be making plays downhill. He's also maybe athletic enough to turn and run and catch up with the ball in the deep. So here we got a pass play. It looks like short in the flat. Looks like we're still going to be a couple yards short, bringing up 4th down.
So yeah, 4th down early on the first series, 10:49 into the first. So now Coach Simmons with his first real big decision of the night. I feel like this is probably a punt.
Yeah, I saw Sean Holstein, our punter, run out there, but he also plays running back. Looks like he's maybe kind of psyching us out a little bit. Maybe he's going to pop back real quick and they're going to decide. But if they go for this, I'm going to be surprised. First series of the game. Yeah. All right, switching to punt. Sean, get back there hopefully and kick this ball over Bolt's head.
That's a great punt, and it is indeed over Bolt's head. It's got a big bounce.
Hey, did that touch Bolt? Pick the ball up.
I don't think it did. I think Bolt was
Good
going to
Lord.
Bolt is a great basketball player there too, and I think he did a little screen out to try to get the ball to bounce into the end
that ball
zone.
almost bounced back towards him and be like, come on, bud, be smarter than that. But that could have been a big play right there to get the ball back if that would have. I just maybe had a bad angle on that. It just kind of seemed that way.
All right, well, that was a short series for the Capital Eagles, 3 and out, but a great punt. Pins the Borah Lions deep into their own territory, and the Borah Lions will take over from the 4-yard line. So let's see what Coach Jacobson has dialed up. I imagine it's find Austin Bolt, and then secondly, find Austin Bolt, and then third, find Austin Bolt.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like they're in an empty set right now. This is kind of surprising. Maybe a QB draw in this situation. They're going to try and make a little bit of room down there. No, he rolls out.
Now they're going to let him throw. I like it.
Quick little throw and a lot of room. Gain of almost 15 yards. Woo!
Well,
here I am talking run with Bolt. In the first play of the game, they go empty, roll out, and get a pretty big chunk to get out of the hole down on the goal line.
So a first down, Borah Lions, and they now have a 1st and 10 at the 19. Here we go, into the shotgun. It's a fumble, and Bolt is get wrapped up, and there's going to be a loss of about 7, 8, I'm guessing. Bolt was quick to pick that up, avoid the turnover.
Yeah, he got lucky. That ball bounced right back up into his hands. If that would have took a little bit different hop, we might have been able to get there in time, maybe get on a fumble and a turnover.
And that's the kind of thing that Coach Jacobson's hoping to get tonight. That's the kind of break that you need in one of these rivalry games.
Yeah, we got trips down low here. Horns, oh no, is that offsides? Gosh darn it. Yeah, they're calling offsides right off the get-go. Good jump by the D lineman, but just a hair too early.
He was quick. He was quick. I think that was number 63, Sean Mendiola for us. I think that's who that was on that one, junior.
Can't miss his hair.
Can't miss his hair, yeah. No, he's got the best hair out there this year. I'm a bald guy, so I admire.
I admire that beautiful
good head of hair. So here we go, Bolt in the shotgun, looking to throw again, under pressure, throws out into the flat. And it's pretty contained by the Capital Eagles, a gain of about 7. So that's going to make it about 3rd and 5.
Yeah, I'll tell you right now, I think defensive coordinator Matt Jacobson is probably a little surprised right now just by the fact that they haven't even had success at running the ball. Haven't even run it more than once. Maybe it was one broken play, but running back's a little deep right now. He might be going downhill, but 3rd and 5, they're looking to get a first down or maybe be in a punt situation.
Well, or try to get Capital to jump off sides. A little hard count. Stay home, Capital. Bolt with the call. Here he goes.
Speed option.
Out. No, he's just out. He's
nice
just
job
out
by the D.
And the Capital Eagles swarm to him, and down he goes. and that'll be a sack.
That is exactly what we wanted right there. Get him in space, but still did a good job containing him. I love it. Great job, D.
And so it looks like the Borah Lions will be punting this one away. So a great start for the Borah D, a great start for the Capital D.
Yeah, interesting adjustments here right off the get-go. I think we were one high. We obviously have committed that safety downhill. We're trying to make sure that we've got enough people down in the box to hopefully contain Austin Bolt. But I think that's put into a kind of a soft corner situation, and they might be taking advantage. Oh, my.
Uh-oh.
Come on.
It's a muffed punt. They're all over him.
This is huge. Oh, did he fumble? They're going to call fumble. It's a touchdown on the fumble. Woohoo!
We're looking to see. I didn't see a referee say he was down, so I'm going to guess that is good.
Head judge, head referee, white hat, standing right there. Ball came out. I don't know. I got to give somebody credit. I wish I knew who it was swarming the ball. Even though he was tackled, somebody came and popped it out. And that's the old scoop and score for 6 on the D.
I think that was Cooper Leaf who picked that up. Everybody's patting him on top of the head, so I'm going to guess that Cooper Leaf picked that up and ran it in for the teener.
Oh, man.
So that is exactly what the Capital Eagles D needed, and that is exactly what the Capital Eagles special teams needed. So here we go, extra point. And Terrell Lawson kicks that through. So with 8:05 left to go in the first quarter, it's 7-0 Capital. That's the break we were looking for as a Capital fan.
That's when you talk about that momentum shift. You're trying to get things going on offense. It's a short 3 and out, and then the defense comes up big like that. All of a sudden, you've got that momentum in your favor. That's where you start to really put the pedal to the metal and put it to these guys. So hopefully we can continue that on D, get the ball back, put some more points on the board. Let's get ahead of these guys as quick as we can.
Well, the Capital Eagles certainly can't rest on their laurels. They owned a 14-0 lead through 3 quarters against the Mountain View Mavericks, and then that game got away from them. So Capital better keep their eye on the ball with this team.
Yeah, we called that game, Blaz, and it was just kind of slowly slipping away with one big play and then a second big play. And really, I just kind of summarized that thinking about 2 big plays, 2 mistakes that got Mountain View back into that game. So that's an obvious conversation that you have with the guys. We can't have those mental mistakes. It's communication. We're talking to each other, making sure everybody knows what their jobs are. And then things tend to work out a little bit better.
Well, I was talking to some of our colleagues over at Borah and asking, just in general, what was the feeling from the Borah Lions side, and they said exactly
Are you going to drop names?
I'm not going to drop any names to protect the innocent.
Is it a J and a W? To protect the innocent. They're not innocent.
To protect the innocent.
Oh, an onside kick! Oh, no!
Great play by number 4 for Borah. The Capital Eagles come out with an onside. I love the call.
We call that the holy roller right there.
Dylan Gardner saves the day for the Borah Lions by being quick to pick that ball up and get down on the ground.
We had that too. All we had to do was get a body on that one guy. He missed it, and then he's the one that picks up the ball.
Well, I would like to look at a review on that because I'm going to guess, from my view, it looked like all of Borah took off with the exception of Dylan Gardner, who ended up getting the ball.
Well, props to him if he actually has been coached up to be
stay home,
make sure. That's your job.
So here comes the Borah Lions. It's another fumble, and Austin Bolt scoops it up again. So I'm not sure what the deal is. Maybe a little rivalry jitters. But that's 2 fumbles in a row. 3 fumbles in a row for the Borah Lions.
2 from Austin Bolt. I mean, I got 2 things that I just saw there. I mean, he's just kind of, his eyes are already up. He's not catching that ball first. But, man, even though we hit him 3-4 yards in the backfield, he still got back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, he's a big, strong kid. There's no doubt about it.
I think he's coming out at 205.
215 is what the roster says. So 6'4", 215. All athlete.
I'm going to go 205.
205 with pads and helmet. Is this I know in basketball, coaches have a tendency to maybe add an inch or 2.
I read 205. I read 205 in the paper, I think. I don't know if he's gained 10 pounds, in 3 weeks.
Well, that could have been an early year weigh-in. But here we go, 3rd down and 10 for the Borah Lions. Bolt looking to the sideline in the shotgun, calling the play out to trips to the near side. Here we go, a little motion action.
Pass.
Bolt drops back, under pressure, here they come. Bolt athleting his way out of it.
That is...
And it'll be close. I think they're going to mark him short. I'm guessing this is 4th down territory for the Borah Lions.
I have a feeling they're going to go for this. This might be kind of a tempo thing. Let's get lined up. Let's get ready to not get caught off guard. Expect QB lead here. They're going to put this in Bolt's hands. Running back lead right up the middle. See if he can push forward a few yards.
Yeah, Bolt looking for his angle, and he finds it. Slippery. And he gets a gain of about 7 yards, which will be a 1st down. One of the things Coach Simmons said about Austin Bolt this morning was that he is slippery on top of it, that he's got great hips, that he kind of like, as he goes through the line and you go to hit him, he ducks and dodges pretty good.
Yeah, it's guys that rarely get an opportunity to hit him square up. He finds a way to slip off quite a bit. Maybe a screen here. Nice job by the defense sifting that out. They're just going back like 2 plays. You know, this is a frustration from the secondary. You know, you do a great job covering guys. I have a big concern tonight that we've got to make sure to keep him contained. He can't be rolling out, running for 10 yards when we've got great secondary coverage. So let's hope that those DNs do a better job of keeping him in the box too.
Well, they're letting Austin Bolt throw tonight, so I assume with what we were thinking Borah was going to do, come out and run it, I assume the Capitals D would suspect that as well, and so they're letting Bolt throw it a little bit to maybe keep the Capitals defense honest.
That's high school football, man. I think every week you're game planning the other team, you're trying to out-strategize them. It was one of the favorite things that I loved to do when I was coaching, was just that whole strategy aspect. You have a game on Friday. Saturday, you get to watch the film on your next week's opponent, and you try and figure out a way that you're going to beat them. And so I think Borah, in a way, they've been pounding it against Meridian and Timberline. And when I watched a lot of was Eagle, they ran the ball.
Oh, a little reverse action. And he has a little bit of room, a lot of bit of room.
Call a hold. God, I saw a big-time hold back there. I don't see any flags, though.
I don't see any flags either, just the gold shoes of Bolt. It threw me for a loop there.
Yeah, that guy motored around the corner. I wasn't even thinking about the hold that was on the corner initially at the line of scrimmage. It was down a little bit deeper. We got to get off those blocks anyway. No excuses.
Well, and the Capital Eagles are now backed up against their own goal line. The Borah Lions are looking at 1st and 7 from the 7. Oh, and under.
Gosh.
And Bolt somehow slips away from Sean Mendiola on that one.
Yeah, here's a guy, we had him 2-3 yards deep in the backfield, and he gains 2-3 yards. So, I mean, this is what our audience is probably going to get frustrated a little bit about. Me too, you including. But you just got to give some credit to Austin Bolt. He's just one of the better athletes in the Valley, definitely, and probably even the state. He's got a lot of recruiting. Oh, boy, offsides, I think, again.
Well, we're at the 3-yard line, so we'll be at the 1.5-yard line for the Borah Lions.
Yeah, I think they're just going to roll again here. Cover 0. Let's put some guys on the line of scrimmage. We got to stop what's ever coming up the middle.
So the Borah Lions threatening off of a reverse play that went for big yards. The Capital Eagles with the 7-0 lead. Bolt in the shotgun. He keeps, and he slips through. So the Borah Lions strike back after the fumbled punt, and now it's 6-7 with 4:33 to go in the first quarter. So great answer by the Borah Lions, and now the Capital Eagle D is back to the drawing board. Well, here's something, we're going to say Austin Bolt's name a lot tonight, and so here's something I'm just noticing. That is Bolt holding the extra point here.
Yeah, he's going to get time off on kickoff, punt, and that's about it.
He doesn't punt it? I feel like, go ahead, let him punt it.
Good. I mean, you're just giving a guy a break when he can. He going both ways. You just kind of find those opportunities where, you're screaming on kickoff. You're a screamer. You're hauling butt. Those are some breaths that you want to take away from your best player on the team.
Well, I know that KCHS sent the link for our YouTube game out tonight, so send it out to all of the Capital Quadrant, the junior highs and elementaries, and then all of the Borah Quadrant as well. I've been getting some text messages from some Borah people.
Oh, no names?
Yeah, a little couple. Oh, I'm going to give some shout-outs here. There's a couple shout-outs from Arizona to the Derek Dixon. Part of Rich Dixon was his dad, a coach at Borah for many years, track coach.
Cool.
Robbie Dixon, who went on to coach at Borah as well. So a shout out to Derek Dixon down in Arizona with the Bear Brothers, more Borah crowd. I got a couple of other buddies who happen to be Borah guys. They're listening while in the stands, Jason. So they're across the way from us. And they've got earbuds in.
They're worried. They're worried what we're going to say.
Rusty Wentz, Jason Swan, Trevor Brown.
Oh, that's awesome, though. I'm glad they're participating in this game and being a part of this rivalry. I've got friends that I went to school with, and I'm seeing their parents here at this game right now. So, again, and I know it's not Friday night, but it's Thursday, and we still got a great crowd out here for a great football game.
It's always a great night when it's Capital versus Borah. So here we go with the second series for the Capital Eagles. Game's tied 7-7 if you just tuned in. The Borah Lions muffed a punt, and the Capital Eagles scooped it up and scored their touchdown. The Borah Lions recovered an onside kick by the Capital Eagles and then marched down on a big reverse play and punched it in with an Austin Bolt dive.
I'm seeing Bolt at linebacker right now. They brought him downhill.
Just scoot him up and let's see what he can do, huh?
Yeah, I was surprised. That's the first time I've seen that. I know that he kind of played a little bit of backer last year because it was Magnuson that was playing that free safety position. They got 24 back at free safety. They got Bolt playing inside backer, letting him fly around.
Well, here we go. Bonning out, tosses it out the flat. Little nifty move and a gain of about 6 for Capital. I didn't see who caught that. Looks like what, number 20? Yeah, number 20, Gabe Bacon with that catch. So first pass for Bonning for the night, and it's good for about 4 yards. And it's 3rd down and 6 for the Capital Eagles.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, Borah was just kind of guessing, run. They brought Austin Bolt downhill, and now he's back at free safety. Hands on his hips, just kind of roaming back there.
And there we go.
There we go.
Now this is a connection. This is a connection that we expect to see a lot tonight, and that is Bonning to Jonah Blackham. In fact, I kind of have expected to see Bolt leaning towards Blackham just a little bit more often, just to put 2 of the best athletes in the valley going toe-to-toe with each other.
Yeah, I mean, Borah is just kind of playing like a 4-4 cover 3. He's just that one guy. I don't think they're going to cheat so much towards him. I think our advantage is going to be is when they're in that 4-4, we got these 2 outside backers, and they're really tight to the line of scrimmage. I would like to see Blackham and maybe Walk, 2 big guys on the seam route, right on the hash, man. Let's run vert. Let's get depth. Let's run those go routes, because I don't think they can stop us right there. Right after that clears the backer. Nice little run here by Jackson Reed.
And he's
still going
on his feet. And that's going to be close to a 1st down. I'm looking for the white hat, and he waves it. So 1st down, Capital Eagle.
Yeah, Jackson Reed ran hard there.
The chains.
Come on, let's keep this going.
So with 2:47, Capital threatening into the red zone. Bonning goes back to the ground, and that's wrapped up quick. That was number 1 for the Borah Lions into the Austin Baker into the backfield, and he snuffs that for no gain.
Yeah, weak side on the boundary. Number 1, Baker, I think you said, came really hard on a blitz. We left him alone. That was just kind of a zone read down there to where we're not blocking that end guy, but he came too quick. We couldn't get past him.
So here we go, Bonning in the shotgun, rolling right. Oh, a little shovel pass up the middle. I like it.
Call.
Great call.
I like the call.
And that'll be another 1st down for the Capital Eagles.
Yes, sir. I like the call.
I think that's a great call. They bid hard on Bonning. And a nice little shovel pass right up the middle for a gain of 11. And that's inside the 10. I see the chain gang.
Real close, though. Wow.
Yeah. So here we go. From the 10, 1st and goal. Bonning looks, hands it off. Behind a train of people, and they get down to the 5.
I like the initial push there by the O-line. We got almost 5 yards out of that. Sure would have been nice to kind of continue staying behind some of those big boys. Someone snuck through and got Jacobs to the ground.
So with 1:40 to go, this first quarter's cruising along. A lot of that ground game is eating up a lot of clock. So big plays are going to play a bigger role with the clock moving the way it is. So 2nd and 7.
Get rid of
Bonning
it.
under pressure out into the flat. Is completed, but for only a gain of maybe 1, maybe 2.
And we had 2 options out there, and he chose to go with the short one, but with that inaccurate pass right there, didn't give the opportunity for any yards after the catch. A little low ball. I almost thought it skipped off the ground, but this is a big 3rd down play here. There's not a lot of room. Let's see if we see Blackham, another rollout to the right. Let's get Blackham the ball.
There's that rollout, and they look, and
get in.
He's in, I'm guessing.
Nice touchdown, Capital.
That, I believe, is Justice Del Rio. So, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to actually hear us say a number of names from the Capital Eagles side that are going both ways. Capital's been decimated with injuries the last few weeks. And so the coaching staff has been moving players around. Corners are playing running back and receivers, and linebackers, well, they're not tight ends. I mean, tight ends are the best athlete on the field.
I hope that they give an offsides. Yeah, that guy came way too far across before our wing really kind of flinched.
Well, with half a yard to, or yard and a
what
half
do you do?
to go.
What do you do? You go for it? You kick the field goal?
Yeah.
PAT?
In normal situations, I would say yes, but since we already took the onside kick, I'm going to guess that Coach Simmons is going to play a little conservative on this one and go ahead and let Ty Lawson punch this one through.
And he does.
And he does.
Like. No, I agree with that call.
Or Terrell Lawson. I'm sorry. Terrell Lawson. I got you in class, buddy, and I messed it up. So, with 48 seconds left to go in the first quarter, the Capital Eagles lead the rivals Borah Lions 14-7. Now this is a game that I'm, like everybody else, am just excited to be a part of. I was walking around down in the by the Hall of Fame and was looking at a lot of names from the past, and we were talking about the Gurkha tradition, and we were talking about, you know, what that Gurkha tradition means. It used to be that the Borah Lions, they brought out an actual lion's tail that I think Dee Pankratz, former Borah coach, legendary Borah coach.
I was going to say legendary.
Legendary Borah coach, used as a motivational moment for his teams. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to name dropping a few more names here a little bit. Former Gurkhas, former Capital Eagles that have been part of that tradition.
Yeah, I'm excited too. You're a little bit older than me. You played a little bit longer ago, but I have a feeling you got a better grasp of some of that stuff. A lot of those players that became before me, hopefully are listening tonight in the audience, or maybe even know some of those names, because we've had a lot of great players come through Capital over the years.
So here we go. The first 2 series were all defense. The second 2 series were all offense. So it's 14-7, 41 seconds left to go in the first. The Borah Lions, after the kickoff, will take over at the 40. Again, Austin Bolt in the shotgun. And he hands it off. And the Capital Eagles are quick to swarm, and it'll be a gain of 2 for the Borah Lions. We'll see if they can get another playoff here before the quarter. I'm going to guess probably not. I didn't look up at the clock to see what it was when they kept the clock going.
Looks like they might still get a playoff here. They're going to get lined up.
I'm looking at the referee to see if they're going to get down. No, yeah, one more play. Austin Bolt looking, he's got a pressure.
That ball hung up there. Make a play on the ball. Ooh.
And that was Del Rio for Capital. And then that was Dylan Gardner who recovered the onside up the sideline.
Well, decent recovery there to get the hands on the ball by Del Rio. I thought that ball hung up quite a bit. He was in great position. Number 4 for Borah actually made a better adjustment on the ball because Del Rio didn't get to that high point. I thought that was an opportunity for a pick, but here we are, 3rd down.
1 second. There's still 1 second.
Yeah,
I think Borah was maybe hoping to get this 3rd down play with a little bit of
I don't know that they
time.
were paying attention to it, but see, he's going to take off again? No? Oh, man. That's just going to be tough when you expect him to run, you come up, and then he goes and dumps the ball off like that. That's just tough on the secondary, especially the backers.
So to end the first quarter, the Borah Lions get a 1st down and a gain of about, I'm guessing, 23 yards by my math. I'm an English teacher, so I wouldn't count on my math at any point this evening.
And they move that chain crew over there, man. They're top notch, man.
Underappreciated chain gang.
They move it quick.
The position goes unrecognized. The chain gang is vital to the success of any game.
Give me top 2 dogs over there. Who's over there running
That's
the chain
Coach
gang
Ron Marthy.
Ron.
Coach Ron Marthy, the new girls basketball coach, took over last year for myself.
Yeah.
Both, not just with the girls program, but the chain gang as well. That's where I was right before this, before we hit the big time.
Big time.
KCHS ESPN.
I don't recognize the other 2 over there. That's why I was asking. Anyway, a little bit of downtime here. Looks like they're going to break the huddle here in this moment, but love to get the opportunity for you to share some big names here from Capital's past.
Well, when we were looking at the sword today, I just from the class of 1992, I send out a couple buddies just real quick. State champions class of 1992, I should add.
Of course.
But I sent out a couple pics of the Gurkha sword asking if they recognized it.
Well, I hope it made them smile.
Oh, they absolutely did. They absolutely did. So that's a Chad Aker, Adam Alanese, Brian Bonner sent you guys a text message. So there's Bolt with the option. Oh, I'll tell you what, number 24 kept on fighting all the way through.
Yeah, he did. Cooper Leaf, number 7. He was on pitch there, and I thought he had him at that sideline. Would have been a no gain, but yet somehow they pulled out 5 extra yards after he slipped the tackle from Leaf.
So the Borah Lions are 2nd and 5. Threatening again. At the 33-yard line, 11:48 in the second quarter. The Lions trailing the Capital Eagles 14-7. Bolt in the shotgun. Drops back, has a man, and almost picked off.
Now you know who that was?
That's number 10.
That was Cherry.
That is Nate Cherry.
He's getting a start back there at secondary, and he almost made one of the biggest plays of his high school career, free safety.
I think he thought he was making one of the biggest plays of his high school career at free safety. This is one of those adjustments where Capital has been injured, and so they went ahead and brought in Cherry to man that backfield.
Man, that was the difference between one more vert, man. One more inch for vert, and that would have been a sweet play.
Oh, I think it just got away from him. I think he had it. And that ends up leading to a Borah 1st down.
Hey, when times get tough, 3rd and 4 or 5. Surprise, surprise.
Well, Nate Cherry, number 10, is a sophomore back in a big game like this. But he is a great athlete. I've watched, his mom was a teacher, a coach, and a principal at Capital High, so I've got to have the opportunity to watch Nate Cherry grow up in the Capital Quadrant. And so he is a great athlete. We're going to be saying his name a lot here in the next couple of years.
Absolutely.
I just wish we were saying it a little louder at the moment.
Yeah. Yeah, he looks comfortable back there. He looks good. I kind of noticed it a few plays before, seeing Larson that was kind of downhill a little bit. Gabe Turpin looks like he's out at backer, so we've kind of made some adjustments there, and we had the next guy up, and pretty neat opportunity right there.
So here we go, 2nd down and 10 from the 27. Bolt with the draw up the middle. Sheds a tackle, but
Whoa, 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 careful,
Blow
careful.
the whistle, boys. Come on, Stripes. He was surfing the crowd there for a second.
Yeah, he was.
I don't know if I've ever seen that, actually. Have you ever seen the guy with the ball surfing the tackle pile?
I've seen some stuff, but man, that was close to like, don't do that. We don't want no personal foul.
Well, Matt Jacobson probably had to smile. It was kind of a rugby move.
What do we got here? Swing.
Yeah, out to the flat.
Nice job.
And Capital closes it down. So now,
that was an
the
interesting
Borah
call.
Lions,
Yeah, that was an interesting call. Third and long.
So
Third
what
and
will
11.
Jason Burton do here? It is fourth down and 10 from the 27.
He's going for it. Gosh, I don't know. I think you just get Bolton space. I know that he wants to run the ball, but we've had a tough time when he's scrambling. He either runs or we come off our guy and he's dumping it off. So this is definitely probably a passing situation. Let's stay on our guys.
Yep, and there's Bolt, pressure up the middle, and he's going to go down. He gets rid of it. Oh! He had a guy out there. I don't think he had much of a chance of getting it to him. That was number 6. Looks like Cameron Pruitt. So the Capital Eagles, the defense bends but doesn't break, and the Capital Eagles will take over with 9:25 left to go in the second quarter, leading the Borah Lions 14-7. They'll take over on the 27-yard line.
Let's see a deep ball.
That's what I love a big shot after
I want a big shot. Like this. I want a deep shot. I want to see Blackham burning. Throw the ball up, Bonning. I want to see a good deep ball.
That is something that Bonning does pretty well, is he throws a pretty nice deep ball.
If it's just timed, 1, 2, 3 from depth right here. Looks like we got Blackham down low. He's a mile away from the safety right now. Throw it up. Taking off running.
There we go, Bonning. Oh, and he slides. Oh, he got popped on the slide, but I saw a flag on the far side also.
Usually indicates holding from the offense. Get the call here from the head ump.
I think the Capital coaches wanted maybe a little roughing the passer on that as well. Bonning slid and...
Yeah, they definitely called holding on the offense. Yeah, he slid. Should be protected like that, but obviously the refs didn't make the call. It's just a bummer when you got first down, you've got pretty good field position, and then we get holding on the offense that backs you up. It's almost one of those situations where it's a drive killer. You don't want to make a mistake deep down here. We need to chip away and be smart.
So the Capital Eagles backed up now, 1st and 22 to go on the 15. Clock running, 9 minutes to go, second quarter. So we'll see what Coach Simmons dials up.
Borah's got a lot of guys on the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and Capital goes back to the ground, and they gain about 4 yards. So maybe a little run game to keep the Borah defense honest.
I think they guessed right, though. They had everybody on the line of scrimmage except 3 guys in the secondary, 2 corners and a free. They're playing a little guessing game right now and letting those inside backers just really crowd the line of scrimmage, fill their gaps. I think that's where Todd's going to try and keep coming back to fly sweep, attack the edge.
Well, sooner or later, if you look down near side here, we've got Cody Walk all by himself in man coverage.
Come on, ball.
Oh, there. Looking across the field. Yeah, you never want to. No. You saw it. I saw it.
I saw it before he did it.
Yep.
He should have checked down right away to 18.
That was Cody Walk, right? What we were talking about, yep.
He looked at him at first. We would have had, 3rd and 10, something manageable. He got greedy right there. You never, young people out there, even all of our listeners, we talk about this all the time. You stop, you're rolling left, looking back to the middle of the field. You can't set your feet, you throw the ball. It's never, it just never seems to work out a long way unless you're Brett Favre.
I was going to say, unless you're Brett Favre. That is exactly the name that I was going to throw out.
The guy's got a cannon, and he still took a lot of flack for when he did it, because he wasn't perfect either. And he'd tell you the first time he shouldn't have done it probably in the first place. But
so big play by the Borah Lions off of the Brett Favre interception.
No, man.
So Bolt hands it off up the middle, and he's got room, and he breaks free, but he's tackled after a gain
Look
of
at that.
8.
Nate Cherry from the free safety position coming downhill, making a tackle on a running back. Not ideal, but nice play by Cherry.
So 2nd down and 3, 7:56 to go. 2nd and 3 from the 25-yard line. The Borah Lions just got the ball back after a pick.
2-back set here. Haven't seen this formation yet. Little option opportunity.
Little option and great way to stay home.
Yeah, we had that set. That was he kind of pitched that ball a little bit early. I thought maybe he could have challenged him. Guy was feathering him out there in the flats.
And Cade Larson, that's number 8. Cade Larson stayed home on that one, and the option got snuffed out, and now it's 3rd down. 3rd down and 1. Again, I'm assuming if Coach Burton for Borah went for it on the last series with 3rd and 10, I'm going to guess that this is 2-down territory for the Lions as well.
Yeah,
especially with Bolt at quarterback. Looking. Oh, a little wheel route. In trouble, and he's going to be sacked. That was, I think, I'm looking on the far side. That might have been Cade Larson who read that route perfectly.
That was a heck of a job on the go route. It was a wheel route,
that was
basically.
Del Rio. Excuse me, that's number 9, Del Rio.
Yeah, that was awesome. That was solely designed to take a big shot, and when it wasn't there, he took off running. This is huge, Capital. Let's hear that Gurkha stick out there right now. 4th down and a long 3.
Bolt looks, finds room, and man alive, finds that seam and carries 3 Capital Eagles for a gain of 12.
I was going to say they were going to do that, but then I just would have been repeating myself over and over that we would maybe have had an opportunity to stop him up the middle.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll probably be repeating that same scenario several times tonight because that's kind of Borah's go-to play. So 1st down and 10 from the 11. Bolt with the keeper. Nifty moves, and man alive, he just bullied his way in, and man, he let the Capital guy know it too. So touchdown, Borah.
He's fired up, man. He's a competitor.
He is a competitor.
I'm just telling you right there, the way he lowered his shoulder. You don't see that in a quarterback too often, and then when he was done, he didn't go down.
Whew. Well, let's just be clear about that. Austin Bolt is playing quarterback, but he is not a quarterback.
Well, he would be
a stud athlete. He's athleting.
He would be humble enough to tell you. Ooh, block PAT. That can come up later in this game, that's for sure.
And so here we are. The Borah Lions answered on an Austin Bolt scramble for a touchdown, but the Capital special teams come through with a blocked PAT. So with 6:07 to go in the 2nd quarter, Capital holds on to a narrow 14-13 lead.
Yeah, right now I'm just telling you, my eyes are on Jacobson and Coach Leaf. You know, they're kind of waiting right now for the opportunity to get the defense together. We just got to start to get the opportunity, again, to look at specifically what's going on right now. I know that they're kind of holding this halfback right behind the tackle, and we're seeing a lot of teams do that. Mountain View's doing that. Meridian was doing that. Rocky's been doing that. These guys are using that fullback as more of an offset H-back, and they're pulling him around with sometimes the tackle right ahead of him, and it's kind of turning into a nasty little play where the D linemen really are getting blindsided, and we've got to kind of take advantage of this opportunity to get hands on them and stop Bolt from getting that surge right off the line.
Well, if Coach Simmons has his way, the Capital Eagles will take over and not only march down the field, but run 6 minutes and 7 seconds off the clock and hopefully get a score and head into the locker room with a 7 or 8 point lead.
Yeah,
that's the ideal scenario here.
Yeah, we got a heck of a game right now.
And you expected nothing less.
Let it go out of bounds. There you go.
So the kick, little toe punch from the Borah Lions, and it's going to go out of bounds, and the Capital Eagles will have decent field position on this one.
We've kind of seen some squibs from the kickoff teams today.
Yeah.
Kind of been interesting. I mean, maybe they're just kind of saw something in film, didn't want to have that opportunity bite them from maybe a big return from some of those special players. You know, obviously Austin Bolt, maybe one of those guys back there and just trying to keep it away from them, but they're also respecting our kick return.
So here we go, Bonning under center. And we go back to the ground, and that's number 9 to the Capital Eagles.
Oh,
a little spin
my.
move.
Oh, my.
And he got popped. He got popped for his efforts. So that's Justice Del Rio with a little spin move.
Yeah, he spun off a guy and then got drilled in his chin. He popped up, though, right away. I mean, that's what you got to do. You don't want to let that guy know you hurt you. But, boy, I'm just not impressed right now with first play to go run, fly sweep into the short side of the field like that. I don't think we got the numbers in there nor the space. So let's roll out to the right. Short check down, make a guy miss.
Now it's back to Del Rio.
Yeah, back to 3rd and 5, though.
Well, not a lot of clock has ran off. In fact, less than 1 minute, and it's a 3rd and 11. 3rd and I guess 5 now after that play.
3rd and 5. Throw the ball deep. Come on. We got Blackham down low. Run by 20. Let's go. Throw it up. Look at Austin Bolt. He's rolling downhill. He ain't even thinking about backpedaling right now.
Well, I'll tell you what, Jonah Blackham would be
Throw the ball up to Blackham.
Kid to go to. And
Throw the ball
here
up.
comes Bonning. He comes back, and there's Blackham. Oh, it's kind of a little bit of an overthrow.
Yeah, man. We need that accuracy in that right there. That was a sure first down. Now we got to bring the punt team out.
Well, Borah respected Blackham. Borah respected Blackham and gave him the space, and Blackham ran a great route. Would have had a first down plus some, but the pass was just off by a little bit, and it sails out of bounds. And now Capital really only ran off about 1 minute and 20 seconds. There's 4:45 left to go. And that's going to put the ball back in the Borah Lions / Austin Bolt's hands. It's a good punt. That's 2 good punts.
Did that go out of bounds?
It did go out of bounds. We'll see where the line judge gets there, and he's going to mark it at the 9.
Whew. That barely went out of bounds because it took that hop and went right back in bounds and into the end zone. I was hoping it went out of bounds.
Well, that offensive series didn't go exactly as scripted, but at least the Borah Lions are going to have to march 91 yards with 4:37 left to go. So the defense has them backed up. The last time Capital had Borah pinned down, we held and Borah tried to punt, and that was when Capital, scooped it up and scored. So the last time we were in this scenario, it worked out for us.
Well, I got to give credit to Borah. They're kind of chunking and staying alive, getting that first down when it's needed, and that's taking the ball out of our hands. And so I guess I've been more impressed, I think, with the fact of how they've been able to just get those first downs, and they've done a good job game planning that. Short passes, swing passes, run, bolt, this, that. That was 8-9 yards. First down? Oh my gosh, that was a first down on a quick little hit on the outside.
Well, like I said, Austin Bolt isn't a traditional quarterback. He's an athlete that they needed a quarterback, so they just put him back there. So I heard that a lot of his passes, rarely does he throw it deep. Most of them are dink and dunks. But he's just athlete enough to kind of find those pockets to do that.
And I've heard him be humble enough to say that he's not. But heck, he's their best player, and he's doing the best that he can to keep these guys competitive.
Well, the Borah Lions have got a winning record on the season, so he's doing just that. So with 4 minutes to go, clock running, Borah trying to get out of deep into their own territory. It's 2nd down and 5. Clock running, 3:50 to go. Trailing the Capital Eagles on a blocked extra point, so they're trailing 14-13. Bolt looking, and right up the middle he goes again, and that is trouble. That is trouble. And that's number 13 that slides in for the Capital Eagles and saved Austin Bolt going the distance, Sam Dwyer.
I don't know. I wish I had replay. I mean, I'd have this opportunity to slow things down a little bit, but I'm seeing D linemen are kind of on a stunt. They're going to the field, and I think they're just getting washed down a little bit. That Bolt's getting the opportunity to slice us right behind us. We've got to find a way to get that figured out, because it's not just Borah that runs that play. Eagle runs that play a lot, and we still got them ahead in the schedule.
Yes, we do. I think Skyview next week. I know we got Borah in front of us right at this very moment, but it's Skyview next week. And I can't remember just off the top of my head, actually.
I don't either.
Looking on our roster here, and I don't see the schedule, so yeah. But check out CapitalFootballFamily.com.
I know it's not a home game.
And so with 2nd down and 9, Borah goes up the middle. The clock is back to running. So 3rd down and 9. Now this is another one of those scenarios. This is a big play for Borah. Otherwise, they're going to give the ball back to Capital with 3 timeouts left. So big play. Austin Bull keeps it. He's
oh my
man!
goodness.
I was so ready to say he's not going to get it, but I'm wrong. He does.
Unbelievable.
And he picks up an extra 5 on top of not getting it. So it is 1st and 10. And the Borah Lions have crossed midfield. Now the clock is running. Borah does have 3 timeouts left.
I know that you're going to get stats from Sauer, you know, but I don't know if I want to hear how many rushing yards, passing yards that Bolt has already in this first half.
Well, with the exception of, I think, 2 handoffs, I think every play has gone through Bolt. They've handed it off a couple times to number 24 for the Borah Lions.
Okay, they got to speed it up here a little bit, though. I mean, here we got a little trips open. Looks like we got maybe a cover 2 look here on Capital, so we got a forced player looking to throw the ball. Get on him.
In trouble, looking, oh!
That looked like we might have got away with being a little early right there. But incomplete.
Well, awesome.
4th down now, right?
Austin Bolt was battling, and that might have been one where he should have just probably let it go. Did they call it? Incomplete pass. I kind of have expected Coach Burton to call a timeout here with 1:19 to go. He's got 3 of them, and this is 3rd down. But no, he's just going to run with the play call, and it's Bolt up the middle.
Expect a timeout right now.
And I was going to say they got him, but you know what? Every time I think we have the Capital D-line has him in the backfield.
I'm surprised they didn't call a timeout. Ball's run. Wow.
Halfway surprised Coach Simmons didn't. It's kind of a little cat and mouse play here.
I honestly, I figure they call a timeout at least to come up with a good play here. 4th down, make a sound decision, get a look at the D, but okay, now they are. That makes more sense to me.
They're just running down the clock.
Well, they sure as heck don't look like they know what play it is to get lined up.
I'm just as confused. You're in a rivalry game.
You just wasted 45 seconds.
To burn a timeout, trailing in a rivalry game. Are you satisfied?
Whoa.
Going into the half, trailing by 1?
I don't.
I'm not sure. I'm not quite sure what to think.
I'm trying not to say something bad right now about Coach Burton. I was saying, like, what is going on right now? Why are you wasting that time? You got a lot of shuffling around. You saw the confusion early in the play.
Yeah, no doubt.
It's just like, hey, timeout. This is 4th down. We need to make sure everybody knows what they're doing in that situation.
Well, we only have information on what the Capital health scenario is, who Capital is playing and stuff. So who knows what Borah has as far as injuries? Who knows what Borah has going on over there as well? So Coach Burton this might just be a sound strategy by him saying, hey, listen, this is where we're at. I don't want to give the ball back to the Capital Eagles. If we can, we have 3 timeouts. So I'm going to guess they take a shot here, and if they get the 1st down, they still have those 2 timeouts. So I mean, maybe that's the strategy here.
Well, you're being nice.
There has to be method to the madness.
All right. There's a big play here. Pretty much an empty set. Coming over. Now
Saw
he's-
Sean
now he's
Mandiola for
sending
the
him
Eagles
back.
flinch right there a little bit.
He's keeping him over there for protection, maybe. Huh? Or is he going to release it? Oh, he's going to kick it. Wow.
Oh, okay.
Fine,
Okay.
get away. Just get away. That's a win.
And there it is. He was going to punt it all along.
Well, he had me fooled. I mean, it just kind of looked like there was some things going on there that we weren't sure about. I thought, I mean, but honestly, we're talking a minute 30.
Right.
We're talking about a minute 30 that they just ran 2 plays. You know, one of those was an incomplete pass. So I'm just kind of thrown back by that. They weren't a little more aggressive with their O coordinator to kind of maybe make an attempt to get points on the board before this half was over.
So the Borah Lions punted away. They pinned the Capital Eagles deep with 13 seconds to go. The Capital Eagles have 95 yards to go. But this is one of those moments. You have 3 timeouts. Don't give up anything big, I imagine, is what Borah is thinking.
This is like
right now,
one
I'm
of the-
looking for Jonah Blackham.
I was going to say, this is the one time I've seen too high safety look.
And timeout. Yeah.
Yeah, he calls it.
So 7 seconds left. Capital bought themselves a little bit of room to get him out of the end zone. Oh, no timeout. It was just a move in the chains. So looking, Bonning.
Oh, get out of bounds.
Cody Walk, and he does get out of bounds, but
Now they're
time has
rolling-
expired.
Yeah, they're rolling. He's even rolling the clock on that.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, in a crosstown rivalry, one that goes back for decades, it's a good game. It is 14-13, the Capital Eagles over the Borah Lions. My name is Blas Tolarian. I'm here with Jason Gordon. We're going to get some halftime stats from John Sauer, the statistician for the Capital Eagles. We'll get some halftime stats for you. We're going to take a quick break, figure out what we're going to do for the second half. We'll go talk to some coaches. We'll go ahead and get some
Yeah, I'm going to go talk to Jacob. No. Just kidding.
So, ladies and gentlemen, just kind of enjoy our band, and we'll be back in roughly 20 minutes. It is going to be a longer halftime spiel today because of it is homecoming. So we've got some homecoming king and homecoming queen stuff to get taken care of. So if you got to get up and order a pizza, go to the bathroom, do whatever you need to do, it's going to be a little bit longer halftime. We've got a 20-minute clock running. The band is up. We'll come back and talk to you soon. Right now, with 1 half down, Capital 14, Borah 13.
Thank you, Capital High School marching band. We wish you well on D3 in October, I think it's October 26th. While the band is leaving the field, and before we get to the homecoming court, we have our 50-50 drawing, so get out your tickets. $291 to the winner tonight. Last week's winner took home $150. The winning ticket number is 327964. 327964. Do I need to draw again? Let's come on up to the press box. If you have ticket number 327964, $291 sitting up here. $327,964. $327,964. We have Julie French, who I believe is going to be the winner. Come on up to the press box. All right, now for your halftime delight, people, we have our homecoming court. By Candace Montoya. Darby O'Connor, escorted by Dana O'Connor. Emily Garris, escorted by Cindy Garris. Jayla Del Rio, escorted by Justice Del Rio. Catherine Guerrero, escorted by Raul Guerrero. Kayla Nguyen, escorted by Vaughn Nguyen. Kenzie Thiel, escorted by Jennifer Thiel. Lily Sancho, escorted by Manny Sancho. Vanessa Corza, escorted by Gabe Corza. And Victoria Richardson, escorted by Marge Fox. For our gentleman, Abe Turpin, escorted by Jennifer Turpin. Blake Steigel, escorted by Amber Steigel. Braden Stoger, escorted by Shannon Stoger. Cooper Leaf, escorted by Mark Leaf. Jeremiah Booth, escorted by Eli Booth. Jonah Blackham, escorted by Cindy Lodzinski. Tanner Leaf, escorted by Tanya Leaf. And Trevor Hale, escorted by Terry Hale. This is your homecoming court for 2019. Let's give them a big round of applause. Once again, as Trevor makes it to the line there, let's give the homecoming court a big round of applause. Your second runner-up for the Queen is Miss Kayla Nguyen. And your second runner-up for the King is Blake Steigel. Your first runner-up for the Queen, Vanessa Corza. And your first runner-up for King is Jonah Blackham. Your homecoming king is Abe Turpin. And ladies and gentlemen, your homecoming queen for 2019, Aaliyah Montoya. Congratulations to the homecoming court. One more big round of applause for 2019 Homecoming Court. Congratulations.
On who?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Donald Larson Field. It is a halftime score of Capital 14, the Borah Lions 13. So over the half, Jason Gordon and myself, Laz Tularia, we slid over, talked with some coaches, and got a little bit of insight. We also gathered up some stats for you. So we've got a couple of things here. Let's go ahead and break down some stats. First, for the Capital Eagles, Bonning is 9 for 11, 81 yards, 1 touch. Let me go back and double check. Make sure I get an updated stat. Another one just came over. So let's try this again. So yeah, Bonning 9 for 11, 81 yards, 1 touchdown and 1 interception. And it looks like going back for Borah. Sorry, we're old school, one screen at a time. Austin Bolt, passing wise, 6 for 11 for 53 yards. Rushing wise, 19 rushes for 73 yards. So that's pretty much what the stats are. Everybody else, if you want to pass it around, Pim Simone, 1 reception for 11 yards and 4 rushes for 11 yards. Pruitt, 3 rushes for 33 yards. Gardner, 1 reception for 15. And Toth, 1 for 19. At the same time, for the Capital Eagles, Bonning is one rush for -3, Del Rio 2 for -1, and Jones for 6 rushes for 17 yards. So, Jason, it looks like if my stats are right here, and again, I'm an English teacher, not a math guy, but Capital has roughly 13 yards of rushing in the first half.
That actually surprises me a little bit. I thought we had a little bit better success than that, but maybe some of the plays for a loss really came through.
Yeah, and well, Bonning's 9 for 11 for 81 yards. That went 4 for 17 yards to Del Rio. Only 1 reception for 22 yards for Blackham. Cody Walk, 1 for 12. Jackson Reed, 2 for 25. And Bacon, 1 for 4. So we're really spread out. Nobody's really found their groove across the board.
No big plays, though. I mean, that's just kind of something that I'm hoping for. Call it jet, call it go. I need to see some of those big plays down the field. I know that we have those, I think, better athletes in their corners. I need to see that kind of a opportunity from Capital taking a deep ball. So here we are kicking off the second half. Austin Bolt, I know that we've been kicking some squibs a little bit to try and keep it away from him. The ball makes it all the way back to him. He returns for maybe 20 yards. Borah looking like they're on about their own 34-yard line.
So here we go. It's the second half. Borah, who deferred in the first, received the kickoff. And like my partner Jason Gordon said, Borah will take off after the Austin Bolt return. They'll take over at the 35-yard line. So it'll be interesting to see which Coach Simmons, Coach Burton, what they come up for both teams, and what adjustments we make here.
You know, second half play, we've had successes and we have some that haven't been so well. I'd like to think, though, that after last week in Meridian, we were down most of that game. Second half, we came back with a win, a W. Hopefully that's kind of brought some of those nerves of steel here because we got a barn burner here, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm pretty excited here to see who's going to step up and actually kind of make a big play here and get the ball back in the offensive hand. First play of the game, Austin Bolt, speed option to the right into the boundary, ends up keeping it.
And I got to say, where they marked, I think they marked it a little bit short of the first down. I thought he actually leaned forward and got it. But that'll be 2nd down and 1 for the Borah Lions on another Austin Bolt carry. That's his longest run of the day.
That was I mean, we've seen that play. I think they ran it into the short side of the field a little bit. I just somehow they found something where they had the numbers.
Well, and then
similar thing, right, going the other way, just pounding it. 15 yards after 2 plays with Austin Bolt, keeping it around the end.
Well, I'm guessing this just after a few plays here, Coach Burton decided to go back to that traditional game plan that we kind of expected from the get-go. Austin Bolt pounding it up the middle, around the end, and all around. So 3 straight Austin Bolt runs.
That's a fumble. Get on the ball. Please tell me we got the ball. It doesn't. I don't see a celebration yet.
Man, nope.
God dang, we got a pop on Bolt. He lost that ball. God, that was an opportunity.
Lions sideline, they reacted pretty quickly, so somebody made a great play for the Borah Lions. Again, we don't have replay. Pretty low tech here for the Capital Eagle booth.
man. Okay, 2nd down and 7. Two-back set.
Lucky play for the Borah Lions.
Running option to the right. Really kind of quarterback did the right thing right here. I think he's going to make it all the way to the end zone. Oh, boy.
Well,
I was going to say he was stringing it out. We were stringing it out. And Bolt made the absolute right call that time. He just kept it. And we did not have those backers inside out to actually make that play. Once he got around the corner, I didn't have much hope.
Well, it's one of the things that we have not, I suppose, given accolades to Austin Bolt about is he is a state champion 400 runner.
Yeah.
So
I heard the 4.640. I mean, that's pretty legit.
Yeah. So Austin Bolt out of the half with 5 straight rushes, including a fumble that got away from him but was recovered by the Borah Lions. And he puts a teeter on the board. And now the Borah Lions lead Capital 19-14 and going for 2. Looking to the sideline. This is a big play for the Capital defense.
And I expect a speed option again, maybe to the right here to the trips. They're pretty tight. They're probably just going to cave down. He tucked the ball right away. It wasn't even an option. And he just carried a guy into the end zone. He's still standing up.
Yeah. Well, he's a big, strong kid, and we've been talking about him all night long. And Coach Burton for the Borah Lions just gave him the ball 6 straight plays, and Borah Lions march down the field and take a lead with the 2-point conversion. They're up 7 with 10:14 to go in the 3rd, and it's Borah 21, the Capital Eagles 14. So not what Coach Jacobson wanted the first series of the 2nd half to go like.
No.
So now it's up to Coach Simmons to answer that and put some points on the board for the Eagles.
I got a scowl on my face right now. I'm telling you. This is exactly what we talk about, you know, when we were up 14-0 on Mountain View and we have the opportunity to come out. Didn't get the turnover, but it was 2 plays in the 2nd half against Mountain View in a big game, conference play that really matters when it comes to positioning and in the playoffs. And when 2 plays let Mountain View back into that game, and then on the first series of the drive with Borah, they go and make a 40-yard touchdown run. The defense has got to keep those big plays out of it. That's something that's on the stat sheets. That's something that we talk about. You go with tackles, you got interceptions, but literally one of those is how many big plays that are 20-plus. That's something that we're always looking at, and we can't have that kind of stuff happening.
Well, again, a kind of a toe punch kickoff for the Borah Lions. In fact, it seems like both Capital and Borah have just decided to toe punch that thing and see how it bounces. So the Capital Eagles, good news is they'll start with great field position at the same spot that the Borah Lions started off the 2nd half with at the 35-yard line. So here we go. Coach Simmons has got the play dialed up. Out comes the offense. The Borah Lions defense out waiting. Let's see what Coach Simmons has dialed up here. So Bonnie in the shotgun. Out into the flats, a little bit of room, and a 1st down.
And that was Jackson Reed in the halfback position, hiding behind the tackle. He just did basically an hour route to the flats. Bonning was able to just kind of float that a little bit, make sure that linebacker could catch the dang ball, but once he did, he worked hard to get for the 1st down. Looks like a little bit of tempo here, maybe fly sweep.
Oh, and Bonning keeps it.
We don't see that very often.
You know? And the way that Borah broke on the ball, my initial reaction was it was a great call to keep it. But Borah just played that play pretty well.
Yeah.
On both sides, both on the fly sweep and on the quarterback keep.
I guess my first thoughts there, I mean, maybe run the fly sweep a couple times here because Bonning's maybe not the quickest, most athletic runner that we have. And maybe to get them off balance a little bit before we go and pull that kind of play.
Well, the Capital Eagles have tried to run the play back to the other side. They got Jackson Reed the ball in the 1st down, so they tried to throw it out to the flat and let Jackson Reed make a few plays. But Bonning overthrows him, so now the Capital Eagles on their own 45-yard line, facing 3rd and 10, trailing the Borah Lions now. It's 21-14.
Big 3rd down play here.
He's
got time.
Oh,
finally, we throw the ball up.
Oh, And you don't see that very often. That was a great ball by Bonning, and you don't see it very often that Blackham drops it. We've been waiting for that play all night.
I have been complaining about that the whole first half, and we finally come out and throw it up one-on-one against their corner. He short-armed that a little bit. He just really didn't go up and get it. Man, that is the play that we want to come back to, and unfortunately, I mean, Blackham's the guy that's got to make those kind of catches.
And you know what? I've been waiting for Bonning to just maintain composure in that pocket, and he did. Oh, man.
No.
And
Okay,
bad
Sean,
goes worse.
make a move, Sean. Make a move and then kick it. Oh, no.
And Uncle Mo has shifted in this game. The Borah Lions not only marched down the field in the first possession, but they stuffed the Capital Eagles on a little early momentum and then a bad snap on the punt. And now the Borah Lions are instantly threatening again with the ball on the 15-yard line with 9:13 to go.
Ooh, that is worst case scenario right there. After Borah goes down with a big play. Oh my.
So Coach Jacobson needs to make sure that the D is dialed up, and Coach Burton for the Borah Lions couldn't have expected a better start to this second half. So here's Bolt again in the shotgun again.
Tight bunch and yeah, okay.
Up the middle again. I don't blame Coach Burton for giving it to Bolt one bit.
I mean, Capital's defense is staying really balanced, even though they had a tight bunch set, trips down low. I don't think that we brought someone over, or not bringing anything to where it was the numbers to come to the backside. So now they give it a shot here. Now they're at 2 back again. Probably maybe we've seen a lot of option out of this, where they've kind of run one way or the other. It looks like option again to the right. Feathering. This time he has to pitch.
And he'll go down at about the 8-yard line.
You know, gain of 4. They're liking that formation right now to just kind of have some options. They haven't given it to the dive back, but give Austin Bolt an opportunity to cut it up or pitch the ball.
So with 8:20, the Borah Lions have 3rd and 3 at the 8-yard line.
Come on, we need the crowd back in this. We need to make sure that we stop these guys right now. Come on.
And
that's a touchdown.
Man alive, that is a touchdown. And he dragged another Capital defender. Both touchdowns that he had, drug a guy into that end zone.
He's getting
and a
past.
disastrous start for the Capital Eagles. Disastrous.
Disastrous start for the second half.
So this is one of those moments where it's a composure thing for the Capital Eagles. You have to, when you're in a hole, stop digging. So let's go ahead, Capital. Try to get that, block another extra point here. Let's regather ourselves, get some composure, and go from there.
Now, PAT good. Puts them up by 2 scores in literally about 4 minutes have gone off the clock. Quite the change of events. Woo-wee.
Well, it comes down to big plays. That's what the Capital Eagles are going to need to kind of get the momentum back on their side.
Oh, man, I tell you, I saw Coach Root hot over on the sideline. He was hot. He's upset, and I'm thinking about how he's going to get his guys together, and then I see 2 of them, 2 of the Black Hats, 2 of the D ends. We got French and Hofstadter. They're out on the offensive line. Didn't even have the chance to come over and talk to them a little bit about what kind of adjustments maybe they can have, but honestly, I'm not putting it on the D ends. A lot of the action, especially on the last few plays, it's been right up the middle, and he's getting to that second level. That was Nate Cherry, the free safety, making the tackle in the end zone.
Yeah, I mean, you never want that.
You never want that scenario.
Want that on a rushing play. No.
Yeah, I mean, you know things aren't working well when your free safety's making the tackle. But gosh darn, we got to make some changes here. I hope Todd gets a little more aggressive again, throws the ball up to Blackham. I hope you get that one drop out of the way. We need to keep coming back to that because time is running out and we're down by 2 scores. This is a big deal at this point where we can actually make that score and get back in that momentum shift.
Well, I think Capital needs to understand. Wow, that was.
Ooh, number 12?
Yeah, number 12. Let's go ahead.
I got to be Avalos, right?
Nate Avalos, yeah.
Little guy.
Man, what a catch. That came in hot.
Is that little brother?
Man, that was ladies and gentlemen, if you didn't see that, that was a toe punch where one of the frontline guys, Avalos, just caught it, and the Capital Eagles, with a sliver of good luck,
I don't know. I know.
50.
I'm telling you, you don't coach that. You don't really coach that. You know, usually those guys on that front line, ball in the air like that. You're not trying to tell them. You're trying to let them go by and go find somebody to hit. Good patience by Jake, but really couldn't get that other opportunity.
Well, I'll tell you what, the Borah Lions are really feeling their oats at the moment because they put just about everybody in the box and sent just about everyone. And that play was so aggressive by the D. I think Coach Burton is just really trying to turn the momentum one more screw here if he can. So, in the shotgun.
They're predicting a pass, but we
Nope,
actually
right
come
up
with
the
the
middle,
run.
nifty moves, and that's going to go for a first down.
Yeah, I saw number 24 bail out to kind of help out with the deep threat. I think they were playing a little cat and mouse game, and they were predicting a pass, and then we go with a quick hitter like that.
Now
Tempo.
Jake Jones for a gain of 10. It's a first down.
Tempo, tempo, tempo. Here we go.
There we go. Now here come the Capital Eagles.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
For years, that's kind of been the MO of Capital.
Hey,
With
really?
a little bit of rhythm on offense, we are much more efficient.
Set the chains. Oh, they didn't give us first down on that? Should have been.
Yeah, they did. Chain gang
Okay.
just hasn't moved. Chain gang, looks like the chain broke. But the Capital Eagles get the play off, and they hand that off to number 22, Hayden Picard.
Picard needed Jackson Reed in front of him to actually pick up that one guy and maybe get a little bit more progress. No gain on the play. Pretty fast tempo right now. Borah's bringing a lot of pressure. We catch him off guard again on a blitz right up the middle. Jacobs, good job picking it up.
Just like we didn't want Nate Cherry making rushing tackles in the free safety spot, Austin Bolt saved the touchdown on that one from the free safety spot. So Capital's up tempo. I like their composure. I'm knocking on wood. But right up the middle again. So the Capital Eagles threatening in the red zone, 2nd and 9 from the 16-yard line.
Yeah, we definitely kind of were in a heavy set there. We had Walk down at a tight end, which we don't see him put his hand in the ground too often. Jackson Reed behind him. Same formation as last play. I think they had a lot of misdirection this way. This time he's rolling out.
I'm trying to get an isolation on the far side. You know,
See what kind of progress. He reached out there with guys on his legs.
I love that he reached out to try to get that first down, but unless it's an end zone, I don't like that. I don't want to get that ball knocked out
Looks like
in that scenario, but they got to give him the first down. He reached for it, and I think he got it. It was a great hustle play on his behalf. Was that Blackham or was that Walk? I didn't catch the number.
I think it was Blackham.
That was Blackham?
But there might have been a little extra yardage tacked onto that. My most likely guess is that it was a face mask. I never really, I missed the umpire because I was looking at where they were spotting the ball, thinking it was a first down, but half the distance to the goal line. Hand off to Jacobs, and
Lions sniffed that one out.
yeah, I kind of actually would have liked to fly sweep maybe in that situation. We've been coming back to that. Takes a long time down on the goal line.
Well, there is zero doubt in my mind that this is 4-down territory. From the 3-yard line, Capital, 2nd down and 3 from the goal. 5:27 to go, trailing the Borah Lions. The Borah Lions came out with a beautiful first half for them. The Capital Eagles a disastrous second half.
Isolation with Blackburn on the right. No, they give it
to Jones again, and he gets hit, and he's going to be just short from where the referee's marking it from that far sideline judge.
I was kind of predicting a pass play, honestly. We kind of had Jackson Reed in the H-back position, maybe with a little run out to the flats, let him bust his way into the end zone. Blackham was all alone up top, but we run it with Jacobs again. I know we've had a little bit of success on that, but we got a lot more bodies in the box right now. They're coming downhill. They're all locked up.
3rd down and 1.
This is a mono-a-mono right here. This is where you dig in. Looks like he's going to walk in for a touchdown.
Touchdown. Well, that is exactly what the Capital Eagles needed to do. They needed to maintain composure with a disastrous start to the second half. Maintain composure, march it down the field, put some points on the board. That is exactly what they needed to do. So now the extra point to try to make it a 7-point game. It's Terrell Lawson back for the kick. Ball's down.
Oh boy.
Woo! And he snuck in between. Great effort by the Borah Lions.
Oh man, I tell you what, he hit a line drive, and if he would have hit it maybe with a little more loft, I think they would have blocked it.
Yeah, I think he snuck it under their hands too.
Almost feel like both of Borah's guys jumped over the top as they were laying out.
Well, both Borah guys hit each other as they connected on the middle.
Jeez.
So a great response by the Capital Eagles. And so now it's 21-28. Again, this is a classic rivalry. I love a game like this where both teams are putting it out there a little bit, banging each other around a little bit, putting some points on the board, making big stops. It's a great rivalry, and it's just one of those things where it's just fun to be here. I can tell I've been getting a couple texts. Jason, I don't know what your phone looks like, but I'm getting a couple of text messages on social media here. The Borah Lion boys are feeling their oats.
Oh.
They're starting to chirp a little bit.
Are they?
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of their MO, you know.
I know that they love the rivalry just as much as we do.
Well, when the game's close, sure. We got a barn burner tonight, so hopefully everybody's tuning in, getting this opportunity to see a great high school football game tonight. We've got quite a crowd on this side, I know. I feel like we got the win when it comes to numbers with the fans on our side versus their side. That last touchdown right there. Had some of our rowdies carrying some gals with the flag running down the front of the
football foxes.
Yeah, they were running down, trying to get this crowd pumped up a little bit after that touchdown. This is a beautiful night. Let's see if we can get this crowd into it, just to kind of get that shift and that momentum in our place.
Well, let me tell you what we saw right there for the first time. A kicker on a kickoff kicked it deep. There was no toe punch there. Terrell Lawson, he just went ahead and booted that one out of the end zone. And the Borah Lions will start off on their 20.
All right, D.
So Coach Burton for the Borah Lions, he gave it to Austin Bolt every play last series. Let's see what he does. Go to the well?
Yeah,
nope,
gonna
out
be
to the flat.
Yeah, nice play by us.
And the Capital Eagles responded great on that one.
Yeah, we're in a little stack out there. Quick hit. Borah's offense, wide receivers there didn't have a chance with us coming flying uphill. Got to give some credit to the D.
So second down and 11. Actually, a loss of 1 there, about half a yard, really. And that is exactly what the Capital Eagles needed on that play. So, find Bolt. It's my suggestion. I'm sure Coach Jacobson doesn't need it.
God, I tell you, Jackson Reed, he's playing deep at backer, man. Good Lord. Come downhill, buddy. Here it comes. Go get it, Jackson.
And that's the first non-Austin Bolt play of the half. In fact, I'm going to look up the number. Let's go ahead and give Cameron Pruitt some props here. So Cameron Pruitt got the ball on that handoff and went for a gain of 3. And now it's 3rd down and 9 after that first play that was a loss. So the Borah Lions, 3rd down and 9 from the 22. The clock is really cruising in this third quarter. There's only 3:30 left to go in the third quarter.
This is a cover 2 look over here, split coverage. I can tell Cooper Leaf, though, he's pretty soft right now. He's not in the box. Expecting a pass play. Oh, I think he got it.
I think he got it, too. That was a great route. He ran it just past the marker.
That's a good throw by Bolt, actually.
Yeah, Bolt,
he zipped it in there.
That might have been Bolt's best pass, actually.
I agree.
He put a little mustard on that one, and that got the first down. And the clock is rolling.
That was a huge play by Borah right there. I wish we could have got off the field.
So 1st down and 10 for the Borah Lions on the 30-yard line. 2:53 to go in the third quarter, leading the Capital Eagles by 7.
Nice job by Leaf right there, setting the edge. Trying to see who got dinged a little bit there. Looked like Jackson Reed. He got his bell rung. He's coming off the field. New backer. That's a big loss right there right now.
Well, he popped up. He's not wobbling or anything, so it's just probably you never know in today's, how they're going to judge that. And
I'm just glad to see Pam, the trainer, walking away from him.
Yeah.
Don't want to see him take his helmet.
Well, let him catch his breath here.
Yeah, she didn't. Oh no, she's creeping back towards him right now. Oh boy, she's gonna get in his ear a little bit and talk to him. He's gonna.
So number 45, Jack Murphy, comes into the game at middle linebacker there for us now. So the clock's back running, 2:20 to go. Bolt in the shotgun, by himself in the backfield. Little motion by Pruitt.
See, he comes right up the middle again. No, he actually gave it on the fly sweep. That guy had a little bit of motor on him right there. Oh boy.
Yeah. Pruitt was looking around. I don't think he thought he was by himself. And that's a huge play by the Borah Lions. Their biggest play second biggest, I guess, that Bolt run.
Bolt had a big run.
But that play goes for 30 yards right there, and the Borah Lions across midfield and are now threatening again at their capital 35-yard line, 34-yard line. 2 minutes to go in the third quarter.
Yeah.
Here we go. Great read that time.
Gee whiz. Wish I wouldn't have seen that, Blas. I was just watching our DN get crushed, man. He just got smoked downhill. Just happened to be looking because I figured that they were going to kind of crack down and come off the tackle, and boy, did they blow us off the line.
Well, Kane Larson got in quick, though, and saved that play.
Well, I was looking at our guy getting pushed back 5 yards. We need to get better front.
Oh,
yeah.
Man alive, Bolt fumbled it again right there at the end. He was able to scoop it up. He was probably down.
He fights for every inch, and that's going to come to bite him one day, but as much as they get out of him, they ain't going to tell him to stop.
Yeah, there is no doubt. So
hey,
this is
1 minute.
Another third down, huge third down stop for the Capital defense. Huge third down play for the Borah O.
Empty, empty, empty. We're checking. We got cover 2 up top. It looks still. Oh, maybe a little change in the D, a little change in the D. I see Cherry kind of shuffling back to the middle. They're going to stick with that. QB draw. Maybe they kind of pick. Oh, no.
Yeah, it's going to be very close. Yeah, the white hat waved it. First down.
QB
when
draw
Borah looks to the
empty.
sideline, what play do you think they're changing it from? Bolt left, Bolt right, Bolt up the middle, or Bolt throwing it out into the flats? Which?
That's what they were doing, though. I think that they get to audible that. You know, they look at what our D's doing. They look over to the sideline, and I think Borah has that opportunity to say, "Hey, take it. Let's go. That's all you. Take it up the middle."
Well, it worked.
Yeah.
Another first down for the Borah Lions, and it looks like this time they're going to go ahead and let the clock run out and get it into the fourth quarter.
Get your hands up. Fourth quarter, everyone.
And so that's the third quarter. So the Borah Lions came out with a wonderful first half for them, a disastrous first half for the Capital Eagles, and a lead disappeared quickly. And the Borah Lions had a 2-touchdown lead in that third quarter, but the Capital Eagles responded to make it 21-28. But again, the Borah Lions are now threatening again. So Capital's going to need something to change this momentum and this threat of putting more points on the board. With the way Borah's running time off the clock with their plays, it'll be interesting to see what Capital does to try to help get a little bit of clock management themselves.
Yeah, we need the ball back. we need the ball back, and we need to get it out of Austin Bolt's possession. They time of possession-wise, I don't know if you got that kind of stat from Sauer at halftime.
No, I didn't get that.
Yeah, I don't know how much we keep that, but I'm telling you right now, they are winning that game, and this is just something that we got to figure out on D in those moments where it is that third and long, where it is that opportunity to actually get off the field. We have to do it. And some of those leaders got to step up and make a play. Another empty set. We got quads up at the top.
So here we go,
motion. This is got to be a run play. Just the way that they had 2 guys on the line of scrimmage over there. not making anyone eligible. That was just all about numbers to see if they get that fly sweep over there. But Capital actually, honestly, did a pretty good job, only a gain of 2.
So Pruitt, for the Borah Lions, has about 5 carries now. After the first series, that went 6 straight to Bolt, Borah's went ahead and handed the ball off to Pruitt a couple times.
I'm just wishing, and I know this is something tough to do if you don't rep it, don't have the bodies, don't have the guys in there. I just wish we could get another guy in the line of scrimmage and start eating these guys up, because Bolt's just running up the middle, and it's making it tough for us. You know, call it the old 50 cover 3. That was all I remember Coach O'Hara ever saying. All right, guys, 50 cover 3. All right, it's not any different from the last 20 times, you know, but here we are in a situation where I think we got to get more bodies on the line. Borah's doing a good job of a lot of counters. I'm seeing 2 guys pulling. They're getting bodies on bodies and getting to the second level. Oh, he actually gives it. Come on, get off that block. Good job, Leaf. Nice job.
There we go, Leaf. Tanner Leaf. He gets the loss there, the tackle for the loss, and now it's a 4th down. Now this is a big play. This is, you know, a 4th down turnover will be just as good as any other. So with that loss, it looks like it's going to be 4th and 10 from the 21-yard line.
4th and 10 for the Lions.
This is kind of a, I don't know, this is interesting. My gut is telling me that they're just trying to burn time.
Close. Oh, Bolt. Yeah, 1st down. You know, Capital played that just about as well as they could without getting to Bolt. And Bolt made him pay without getting to him. So, it's a 1st down.
Those are the plays that drive you absolutely mad. When you actually get a little bit of pressure on the guy, secondary's doing their job, he takes away 1, he takes away 2, and the guy takes off running. I was just having flashbacks of Borah's quarterback probably about 10 years ago.
Yeah, I don't recall. I was just watching Bolt run it right up the gut for a 9-yard gain, and it's 2nd down and 1, 9:36 to go.
2nd and goal for the Lions on the 1.
Well, I don't want to bet against you on this call. You know, if you watch Bolt, he is in no hurry to figure out where his hole is. He is in no hurry. He takes it. He actually takes a little hippity hop step backwards and then reads it. Yes. Yeah. Well, with that touchdown, those 6 points, Borah Lions go up 34-21, waiting on the extra point. Extra point for the Borah Lions, a Janikowski number, a 99. Looks like Josh Rouse in to kick it for the Borah Lions.
But like also the way he
Some
acts.
confusion there on special teams. Numbers are good.
Extra point is good. Score Borah 35, Capital 21. A little over 9 minutes to go in the game.
Actually, can you get me my coat? I'm cold. Thank you, Flames.
Doesn't feel good at all. Now, the Capital Eagles did score really quickly last time. Now, they did start at the 50-yard line with that toe punch caught by one of those front linemen. But Capital can score quickly, and they're going to need to. There is a lot of football left. A lot of football. One of my buddies, Derek Dixon, unfortunately is...
Like, it's comfortable, but I acknowledge that I look like a full-on hobo. Like your mom. I'm sorry.
Josh Roush kicking off for Borah. And Terrell Lawson back for Capital.
And that's Bacon. That's Bacon up the middle to the 45. So, again, the Capital Eagles.
Capital takes over first and 10 on their own 46. Bottom pass complete to number 17, Jonah Blackwell. For the Eagles. They're on Borah's 48-yard line.
First down, not quite though.
They're stomping on our home.
Jake Jones, the ball carrier.
We've had some success when they were guessing that we were actually going to maybe throw the ball.
The Eagles on Borah's 46.
Third down and 2.
Actually handed off again. Okay, let's go. Let's get on the ball. He was down.
He was down.
He was down. All right, let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, there was a lot of time that kind of ran off the clock right there, almost a full minute between those two plays. So the clock's running, 8 minutes to go. Capital trailing by 14 to rival the Borah Lions. Bonning in the shotgun, looking. That was a great play. That was a great play defensively by Borah. And that was Pruitt, number 6. Looks like Borah has a bunch of guys going both ways as well. But that stops the clock. So second down and 10. Capital past midfield, threatening on the 41-yard line. 8:07 left to go.
Oh boy. Oh gosh, I'm glad he got away from that.
Yeah, it was nifty moves.
Woo!
And that's going to be close to a first down there.
He's short.
Great run.
Oh, they're giving it to him. God, I would have told you he was short.
Yeah, if I was Borah, I would have argued that. If I was Capital, I'd get the next play in.
Yeah.
But first down nonetheless, clock running.
Okay, one high left, throw it up. Come on. They're cheating to black him on that side.
And right up the middle. So a gain of about 2 on that. So a couple runs up the middle by Capital, trying to keep the Borah High defense honest and maybe trying to loosen up the outside a little bit. But you're right, Borah is dropping a few more guys, a little bit deeper, playing a little more conservative. It's not exactly a prevent, but
yeah, I just literally watched Bolt switch with the other safety. Nice play call. Go. Yeah.
And that's a touchdown with the shovel pass. A great cutback by Jackson Reed. And that goes for 30-yard line, for 30 yards. And now with 7:06, it's a one-score game again. A lot of football left.
Yeah, that was a great play call. They were definitely bailing out of there. And we got that shovel pass. I'm watching Austin Bolt limp. He tried to go to catch Jackson Reed in the end zone. I was kind of looking through the window here, but he kind of went to grab him, even though he was going to score. He's kind of slung off of him.
He's still limping.
He's gipping.
Holding both knees there.
He ended up out on the track. A couple of the ball boys go to help him get up, and he immediately was grabbing his left ankle, it looked like. So he's gimping a little bit. He's trying to make that extra play. Yeah, he's trying to be tough, and he is. But that's going to inhibit a little bit of his mobility here, where Borah is solely hoping that they can kind of sustain a drive to eat up these 7 minutes that are left on the clock. And maybe that's kind of the advantage that we're going to have right now to get a 3 and out, get the ball back in the offensive hands, get another quick score to tie this game up.
Well, I'm watching Austin Bolt on the far sidelines. I was looking for trainers. I was looking for coaches to try to see if they were going to go look at Bolt, but Bolt just walked back to the huddle and called it good, being the competitor that he is. So here we go. 7:06 left to go, fourth quarter. Capital Borah in another classic rivalry matchup. Borah has the lead with a spectacular second half. Capital's messed around a little bit and struggled, but they're firing on all cylinders now. It's one big play away from the Capital defense to turn this game into a very interesting scenario. Both teams have 3 timeouts left. I guess we should probably throw that out a little bit.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, I'm just starting to look around a little bit, the audience too, you know, a few more people standing up. You know, I'm guilty of this a lot when I'm watching football at home. I get this pace, you know, where I just can't sit down. I get a little nervous. And I'm standing up right now. Austin Bolt with the return.
Yeah, he looked just fine right there to me.
No, he's hurt. He's hurt. He was a step slower there, I think.
I don't know.
I'm going to convince myself that we're going to get a stop. We're going to get a stop right here. We're going to get the ball back. Come on, Deep. This is where you grit your teeth.
Well, Capital does have one of the great motivators on their defensive side, coach-wise, with Jarrell Root. I'm sure Coach Jacobson gave everybody an earful. Coach Jarrell Root giving him a 7 minutes to go. The Borah Lions have the ball on the 33-yard line, leading the Capital Eagles. Borah's been very efficient at running the clock off the scoreboard here, so I'd expect quite a few runs here early. Starting with Bolt right up the middle. For a gain about 3. Oh, Bolt letting somebody know a little something.
Number 33, Jackson Reed.
Looks like Isaac Walker. Bolt had a couple words for Isaac Walker right there.
That's interesting.
Capital.
So clock running. Clock not running. I'm kind of curious what are we looking at here? Was there a penalty?
They actually did.
I didn't see the flag at all.
I didn't see anything at all either.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure what happened right there. Maybe our viewers had a better view of that than
it was only
we did.
5. It was 5 yards.
Still first down is what the chain gang says. They've got. I assume they have to roll out the second. Yes. I don't know what the penalty was.
Now he just went and checked. How is this not second down? They just ran the ball. Oh my gosh. Come on, let's get this squared away here. Obviously they're burning clock here.
Well, I can't quite tell if he made it for a first down. Close. My initial response was he was a little bit short.
Third down. Come on, tell me I'm missing something because they give me a first down.
Gave him the first.
All
right. So with 6 minutes to go, Borah on a Bolt dive gets barely inches across that 10-yard mark, and it's a first down, and the clock is running. So the Capital
See if he
Eagles
goes back
digging in.
weak side. There's like a distraction almost. No, fly sweep with. He just goes right up the gut. Oh my gosh, if he outruns
and it's a race.
4-6, there you go.
And I'll tell you what, that ankle's just fine with Austin Bolt.
Yeah, you can rub it in. I was hoping that was not the case because he just ran away.
Yeah, and you know what? He even pulled up a little bit, and it wasn't because of an injury. With about 10 yards to go, he looked over his shoulder, and he had nobody chasing him down. So the Borah Lions did what they were supposed to do, and they responded with a quick touchdown.
Holy
So the
smokes.
Capital Eagles will have to score again to make it a single score game, single possession game.
42 points.
So number 99, Janikowski, Josh Roush. And it's good. So the Borah Lions, with 5:40 left to go in the fourth quarter, lead the Capital Eagles. So here we go again. Same scenario as about 3 minutes ago, with the exception of we're a little bit less time. Capital does have all 3 timeouts. Borah has all 3 timeouts. And I'm not quite sure what to say. A little moment of silence there.
I know, this is...
I was
I
just
know.
quite pondering. Like,
yeah, I'm sure
man
some of your
alive.
buddies are like, oh, those guys sure got quiet right away. Well, yeah, I'm still a little stunned. I'm looking at the scoreboard with kind of not expecting the defense to put up this kind of effort right now. 42 points in this game. We've had some successes against other teams, holding them. And when you know you're going in with a game plan for Austin Bolt running the ball, this is just one of those things where you throw your hands up and just give them credit, tip the hat to them a little bit. But this game's not over. I got some hope here that we get a quick score, and never know what can happen after that. Trying to stay positive, Vlad.
Yeah.
I'm trying to stay positive.
A lot of football left.
A lot of
football left. But the Capital Eagles do need to respond here. So here we go. They fielded at the 20.
It's like
Up the
bacon
middle,
again.
A little bit of room.
Hold on to the ball.
Yep. 2 hands on that thing. Not as good a field position as the first time, but the Capital Eagles will take over at the 35-yard line with 5:34 to go, trailing the Borah Lions by 2 scores. We'll see what defense the Borah Lions coming out in. I imagine it'll be a little more conservative than what they've been sitting in for most of the game. Probably the same set as last series. So let's see which Coach Simmons dials up. You know, we have Blackham on the far side in man-to-man coverage.
Right.
I love that.
What?
It doesn't quite get much better than that for the Capital.
I know. I'm sitting there going, there's no way that Bolt can get to the sideline with Blackham one-on-one against the corner. I don't know, maybe they saw something and knew there was going to be a run play, but boy, oh boy, we got to take advantage of this deep ball. He's still in the same position. Throw it up.
Coach Burton has a
Throw
lot
it
of
up.
faith in number 15,
Throw it up.
Owen Inman.
That ball's late coming out of Bonnie. I mean, God, that was, we called that the pivot route. I don't know if you remember that pivot route where it was just like mono-a-mono. You're going to drive that guy, the corner's going to open it up his hips, and that's when you settle and get to the side, and that ball's late.
Well, I can tell you, Coach Liddell would not have been pleased with that route coming up.
I understand that, and I'm not almost really blaming Blackham. I don't think he ran that route short. Just by the time the ball came out, he had to come back and get the ball. You know, when I was running those kind of routes and I broke, the ball was in the air, and I'd be like trying not to let it hit me in the face. That's the kind of timing that we need out of us.
Oh, a lot of green for Bonning.
Okay, get up on the line. Let's go. Tempo.
I haven't seen the road games, but from the games I've seen, that's Bonning's biggest run of the year.
Probably.
And that was after it. Oh man.
Get rid of it.
Maybe. There it goes again. This time.
Okay, stop the clock. First down. Let's go. Get on the ball. Sorry.
I like the momentum. The Bonning's finding a little.
I guess you take it when you can get it kind of scenario. It's not the most ideal situation here.
And there's Hayden Picard looking for a block, finding a couple guys, but the Borah Lions close hard on that. So 4 minutes to go. Capital threatening. You can see the sense of urgency as they're running guys in and out.
Throw the ball up to Blackham right now in the end zone. Let's go.
It is one-on-one coverage to the near side now. Coach Berg just has a lot of faith.
Yeah, he's cheating a little bit.
Both sneaking over.
Come on, boys.
So that's a first down for the Capital Eagles. 3:37 to go. And it's first down again. And the Capital Eagles are on the, looks like, 10-yard line. we go. Bonning rolling to the near side. Looking. Got it. Touchdown. And there's Blackham. Blackham ran a route and then cut it back to the inside. Bonning maintained composure.
You can call me out on that, but I don't think that was designed. I know that he was trying to get to the corner. He was covered. Bonning bought time. He runs away. Had me nervous because he's going back to the middle of the field again. But he threw it up there enough, at least for Blackham to get it.
Well, it was a shorter route, and Blackham was just trying to find anything and everything in there. So here we go. The Capital Eagles respond, and once again, it is a one-touchdown game, 35-42, with 3:21 left to go in the fourth quarter. So I got to ask the question, who are we for the onside?
Gosh, good question.
3 timeouts.
Good question.
Borah has been very, very efficient at running.
You know, if I'm sitting there, I'm sitting there with Simmons going, I don't know that the defense can stop it. We're going to run out of time. That is a really interesting question. Maybe you get a clue right now. You got a hands teams out there kind of thing. I really not really good on the personnel on kickoff, and then all of a sudden, if you're going to see Blackham out there, if you're going to see some of those wide receivers.
Watching the Capital coaches.
This is definitely, I think
Got a little bit of everybody in that huddle.
Todd's coming over going, yeah.
Coach Root, I can't tell if he's arguing for or against.
I know, yeah.
I was watching his hands.
I think maybe they're waiting to see what Borah does. I mean, I know if you are Borah and you put your hands teams out there.
Oh, yeah, they're there.
They're expecting it. They don't care if you kick the ball over their head right now. You got some options. You can try
go with the. I like to roll dice here a little bit, but I'm going to say go with the Borah toe punch and see if we can bounce it off one of those front guys.
Oh, you want to go pound it? I'm looking at Bolt. You actually kind of do. I don't know that we've done an onside kick to the sideline, so you really don't know which way the guy likes to go.
Yeah.
It looks like Lee's saying kick away. Wow. Okay.
So they do.
Oh, don't go out of bounds.
No.
Oh my goodness gracious!
That snuck right in, right through the end zone, just
right around the corner.
Little curveball there at that spin.
That wrapped the cone.
So they play it conservative. Jarrell Root gives Coach Lee a hug, and I think Coach Root is saying, "Here we go, D, get this done." I like it. I would have been happy either way.
We're gonna talk about this tomorrow.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna go. We coulda, shoulda, woulda. Should we have done the onside kick? That's interesting. I mean, again, I'm down on the D a little bit. I thought that if we would have kicked it away, that they're going to run this clock out. I should see the entire stands up on their feet right now, cheering on this defense. This is what it comes down to right now. The Austin Bolt show. Is he the man? Is he going to keep it? He does. And getting 7 yards. Oh, what do we got here? A little yellow flag coming in from center field. Deep line judge. I'm hoping that this is a holding, but I hope it's not a face mask. And it is a face mask for a first down, which is bad news to give them more room and another first down to be able to chunk off more of that clock.
So the clock hasn't, they just wound it, and now 3:15 to go.
And I mean, that was late, too. I mean, that's when Bolt was just fighting for that yard, you know?
Yeah.
You got 5 guys around trying to put him down.
Well, and, you know, they came in trying to strip the ball.
Yeah,
so, you know,
absolutely.
you accidentally get a hand on the face
That's
mask.
right. You know, the ref's 30 yards away. I don't think he saw where he maybe wanted to.
Well, we'll see what kind of clock management Coach Simmons tries to run with. Probably quick
Timeout.
here.
It better be a timeout right here.
Yeah, and that's timeout by Capital with 2:47 to go.
Todd's pretty upset. You can tell. He's like, "What the heck was that flag for? I want to know who is on. It's so late."
Well,
he's chasing him right now. He wants an explanation.
He's looking. He's not happy with it.
No, Todd.
But nevertheless, it happened. So now Capital's got Borah has a 2nd and 4 on the 39 with 2:47 left to go with a 7-point lead over our Capital Eagles. And you're right, it's the Austin Bolt show. If I'm Coach Burton, at this point in time, with where the game is, I'm just going to let Bolt hold on to the ball for me. No more handing it off to Pimp Simone or Pruitt. Let's just go ahead.
And if I'm Jacobson, I'm saying, hey, we're in freaking cover 0, and we're putting everybody in there to stop everything in between the tackles right now. I don't want to see someone 15 yards deep. It looks like they're lining up a little bit tighter. Let's go. Finally, we got a heavy set down there.
And there's Bolt. And
wow.
Wow. What a nifty play that was.
Wow.
He was stuck in the backfield. The D lineman got down and clogged
run hurdles
every
too?
hole.
Does he run hurdles too?
And he hurdled the line and a gain of 15. God, the kid's a stud.
Holy smokes.
Unfortunately, he plays for the Borah Lions instead of the Capital Eagles. Man, that was just a great play on his behalf.
Yeah, we have to wait now. We only got 2 timeouts left, so we got to wait for that time after this play. Hopefully get him for no gain.
Borah both in the shotgun, letting the clock, looking for the back judge to start waving his hands. There he goes, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bolt.
Same play.
Yep.
Oh, that was a big stick right there.
That was. Put a hat on him there. That's the first clean hit I've seen on Bolt all night.
Yeah, he was a little slow to get up there. I think that was Jackson. He got a stick on him.
Now, one of the things with Bolt, he's had 2 or 3 fumbles tonight that he just happened to bounce back up into his hands. So if you're Coach Burton for Borah, you're saying, listen, Austin, put both hands on that. And if you're Coach Jacobson for Capital, you're saying, hey, listen, he's fumbled 3 times already. We just haven't got one. Let's go ahead and keep ripping at the ball, keep trying to get him, keep trying to stuff it out. So with 1:59, this is the series right here. This is it. This 2nd down and 9 for Borah. Capital needs to stiffen up right here, because if they get another first down, that will be ball game in my opinion.
They're going to milk this for whatever they can after this play. This is a big play right now. Let's go. Come downhill.
So let's see what the Borah Lions have ordered up. I'm guessing Austin Bolt, stretch it a little bit. And you know what? Get him out of bounds. That'll work too. So that saves the timeout. That's an error on Austin Bolt's behalf of running out of bounds or letting himself be pushed out of bounds. And that saves a Capital timeout. And now it's 3rd down. This just got a little more interesting with 3rd down and 5, 3rd down and 6 with 1:52 to go. And he's still going to be short.
Timeout.
Timeout. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it comes down to this play. The Capital Eagles just burnt their last timeout. The Borah Lions are looking at a 4th and 1 and a 7-point lead with 1:47 left to go. So if there is a play to be made by the Capital Eagles, it's going to have to happen right now.
Yes, sir. Everybody is timing the snap, and they are flying. We have to get, basically, the point of impact has to be behind the line of scrimmage. You know, Boston Bolt's going to be scrambling for those 2 yards, and he better come up short of what looks like would be the 34-yard line.
Well, you know, when Austin Bolt takes that snap, he hesitates and lets the O-line do their thing to find that hole.
Oh, yeah.
But that hesitation might not be the best strategy.
I can't imagine.
He's not going to change what he does, don't get me wrong.
After that little change up, you know, to kind of run to the perimeter with that sweep, I don't think they're going to come back to that. I think this is just straight up going to be the same QB counter play where Look at that. They hustle out on the field. They're ready to win this right here. Austin Bolt, last to come out. Looks at the D. Trying to get us off sides.
I love that.
Are they going to call timeout?
I love it. I love it. Great discipline by Capital. Coach Root, chest out. Chest out. He's pretty happy about not jumping there. So I like the play call or the strategy by Coach Burton. Try to get Capital to jump off sides. I like the discipline by Capital not to do that. So with 1:47 to go, 4th down and 2. There hasn't been a lot of just real drama, but this play,
this is it.
Yeah.
I feel like a minute 40, we have a chance to score to tie this up. But, whoo-wee.
Well, I noticed Borah didn't come running out like they did on that.
Yeah, I know.
So this is going to be a clean play. This is going to be a clean play. Actually, a little confusion by Borah. They came out, half lined up and half didn't.
We got 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't think we got enough guys on line of scrimmage. Squeeze it down, Cooper. Get tighter, buddy.
There it is. And
he got it.
Oh, my word, he just muscled it. Let's see where the mark is. Man,
I think it's a first down.
Boy, I don't know where the near side judge is.
He's a whole yard past it.
You think so?
Yeah.
And there it is. Yeah. Well, that's going to do it. I assume that the Borah Lions, Austin Bolt will take his first snap from under center maybe here or the victory formation.
Victory formation.
Well, you know what? Be careful. This is his first snap from under center. So don't fumble it. Capital, get him to fumble.
See, okay, this is it. Have we talked about this before? I don't know if I feel like I've talked about this with some of my other buddies, you know, when it's like victory formation and a guy hesitates like that, and then they get pissed off when we fire off the ball,
and
you know,
him. Yeah.
and they're like, hey, you're being a jerk and stuff, and then we see things like this where the quarterback takes the snap and then he just stands there and then goes down while we don't hit it. And so anybody that ever argues that someone plays hard at the end, I'm going to call you out on it right now because of this situation that he's doing. So fire off the ball, get pissed off. We'll see if we get a little scrum out of this. But, I mean, that's why you do that at the end of the game.
Yeah, Austin Bolt didn't do it that time. He was like, here, get down.
I don't know. Maybe that was the ref going, no, you can't do that, whatever. But that ends the game.
And that is that. Well, ladies and gentlemen,
Three times we've lost in the last 4 years. It's 2015. It's 2015, I think they beat us. And then they beat us in the playoffs last year. And they
I
beat
remember
us
that
again
game. A Borah kid jumped off sides to bury him, and then the same Borah kid made a hell of a grab for a touchdown at the buzzer to get that.
Oh, man.
Well, man, that did not go the way the Capital Eagles planned on homecoming weekend. Hats off to Austin Bolt, Coach Burton, and the Borah Lions. They came in, they did what they needed to do, and they squeaked out a 42-35 victory over the mighty Eagles.
Yeah, that's I got to give some credit to Borah too, as much as it pains me. But I'm looking at these guys shaking hands right now, reminiscing a little bit about the old yellow helmets walking by, and unfortunately, we're going to see our heads down, and they're going to be pretty dang excited. They're going to walk off the field right now feeling like they've got a chance to make a heck of a season out of this, and Capital's got to do a good job here winning out.
Well, if I looked at the scenarios that are available for the Capital Eagles, I believe that if they would have won, and I think would have even allowed a loss with the Eagle Mustangs, they would have played the number 10 seed.
Is that what it would have worked out?
The playoffs.
I was thinking Centennial.
Stay tuned for this, though. When I ran it the other way, if we happen to drop this game, and potentially, I don't think it plays out either way against the Eagle, I think first round of the playoffs. Any guesses?
Back with Borah?
The Borah Lions. Back with
Yeah.
the Borah Lions again. And that would be 2 years in a row opening up with the Borah Lions. So I think that's the way it looks if I broke it down correctly. I mean, there's still a lot of season left, a lot of football games to be played.
Yeah.
But in this particular scenario, if I broke it down correctly, I don't think this will be the last time that we see the Borah Lions.
Well, I hope so. I want another chance to get back at them.
Well, and we haven't talked about this yet either. The Borah game means that the sword stays unsheathed.
That is true.
So
second game in a row we haven't been able to put the sword away. Alumni out there are thinking about all those times maybe that they did or did not. Unfortunately, tonight is one of those nights where we do not get to stand back on the steps at school with a little bit of a celebration to show how we get that done.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Blas Teleria with Jason Gordon. We're going to sign off here. Unfortunately for the home team, the Capital Eagles, we go down tonight 35-42 to our nemesis, Borah. Thank you for tuning in. We hope to get you on the next game. We'll see you. Signing off.